undeniable, 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 undeniable. Nothing you can do to stop me. Yeah. Somebody pray for me, pray for me. Say a couple of Hail Marys for me. Pray for me, pray for me. Ask Allah to protect and adore me. Pray for me, pray for me. Buddha put some peace before me. Somebody pray for me, pray for me. I'm on my knees giving Jesus the glory. I'm undeniable, 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 undeniable. That says everything about me. I'm undeniable, 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 undeniable. Nothing you can do to stop me.
What up, yo? Detroit and Flint Town. Coming through this motherfucker. Hallucinate. Yeah, with my killers. Through the projects. And I'm skating on day.
Better be careful where you at, which way you wear your hat, what colors you got on, cause your ass will get clapped. Bam, back to the old me, rapping with the OGs. Even when I'm sweet, bitches got my strap on me. In my blade too, you gon' play who? You gon' fade who? Bitch, I will shake you, erase you from existence. If you don't keep your distance, I keep you talking wicked, get marked off the hit list. Always on some big shit, keep it to yourself, man. I'm self-made, self-paid, hell I let it rain. We can tell you plain, we can tell you ain't what you say you are. You ain't hard, you a fake, yeah. Break them off, break them down, this time needs an enema. It's time to get above, wet them up, red them more. I'm fed up all the whack rappers, they liars. I'm a villain, I'm a gangster, I'm a rider.
I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a rando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a rando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat.
Project nigga bustin', ain't no time for no discussion. About to drop these deadly weapons, Satan too, like I'm from Russia. Talking crazy, we gon' rush you, beat you down, cause you a sucker. You ain't from around my block, so ho, you ain't shit but a customer. Dirty hoes, I'm dusting ya, the rivers where they dumping ya. Stay project boy for life, so ain't nobody that can touch us, bruh. Identify the target in the parking lot, a target roll up on him, blow his brains and leave him dripping on the carpet. Victim to at his apartment, we gon' finish what we started. Ask his lady where the dope, she tell me in the glove compartment of the drop top bins. Then take all of the ends, I'm gon' tell you all you want. If you just please, just let me live. I got kids that got a future, told her shut up for I shoot ya. Ain't no women or no kids dying, this is what I do. I can offer you a job, Project One roll like the mob with KDT and Ghetto E, we underground and never stop.
I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat.
The butcher called me up and told me come with the track. So I'm sliding through the D like I don't know how to act. Who the fuck want what with them boys that do it? Just load them Dracos and them choppers and let's get straight to it. We bout to bang in this bitch like the blood and the Crips. And got some hoes on deck, so don't even trip. In my Snoop Doggy Dogg voice, I make that pussy moist and leave your hoe staring in the ghetto. She done made her choice, and she chose to get banged. Hang with Dayton thugs and Kang. Told the girl stay in her lane. Now she missing, that's a goddamn shame. Who the fuck you talking to? Who the fuck you provoking? I'm in the butcher back cave smoking and feeling for a motherfucking killing. I'm a savage, I'm a G, I'm a motherfucking villain.
I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat.
Once again in this bitch, splitting the D came to play. Playing for keeps when we creep with that motherfucking AK. Popping the phone, letting them know who the fuck be on the streets. Project One, KDT, and the Dayton Fake. Real OGs been waiting since the 90s. Ain't shit that I ain't seen. Another murder gang related motherfuck the police. One love, killer, deal, death do us part. That gangsta shit, motherfucker, coming straight from the heart. There's nowhere to run, grab your guns and step into the front line where only you find a few my kind. Bustin' with the tech knives, come and test your strength, cause only a strong will survive. We're soldiers from the ghetto, side by side as we strive. Murdering motherfuckers, making money while we match. Mind ain't straight, body and soul while we strap. Mr. Fucking Fearless, J Gutta, it's a rap. Fuck with me, I'm a G, day and night, pass me the gap.
I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat.
Like, share it around, y'all.
And I ain't talking about no game shit. Strapped with a tech nine and I'm about to do some strange shit. You bitches better be careful who you motherfucking hang with. Everybody's not your friend in this shit when they get dangerous. Sustain this. How you think we done for 20-something years? Dayton, family, and PJP put in work like Richard Gere. T is up next and they real life ready. Running around y'all hood with a mic and a machete. Means they ready to kill it. Make you bitch niggas feel it. We all get together and put it down. We the realest. I found a monster on these beats since my born dead days. Always out to make a killing, yeah, them born dead way. Any pigs out here keep squirming, cause I'ma pick your ass off like I'm Richard Sherman. So if you see me on your motherfucking block, you bitches better please me, cause I'm coming with some killers, yeah, some motherfucking teeth.
I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat.
Every time I watch the news, I bow my head in silence. It made me sick to my stomach. To witness violence, I hit the prayer rug deep inside. I'm crying, Lord of the worlds, put an end to all this dying. Allah, please help me understand what's going on. Why these young brothers out here doing wrong? Acting savagely, firebombing women's homes. All of this cause she left your sorry tale alone. 19-year-old boy responsible for mass shootings. Action through Allah is the best solution. Plus these young boys going crazy shooting cops. I give my life to Allah, please make it stop. It ain't safe on the highways. 8 people shot for blocking a man's driveway. Forgive for something like this, blatant disregard.
What up,
we don't
though?
need no more black bodies.
Dope. What up, though, my brothers? Salute. Christopher Jordan, salute. Mad Butcher. Salute. D. Cochran.
It's a commandment from thy Lord.
Salute J Gutta, my man. How you doing?
What up, dog? Welcome to the Hood Smoker Podcast, the hottest #1 podcast based out of Detroit, Michigan. And now, with your hosts, Jay Gutta, Brother KX, Blatonio Todd, and the rest of the Hood Smoker Squad. We don't do no Vlad stuff. We don't do no Adam stuff. We keep packing in the legends, respect them, and keep adding up. So pack a blunt or two, maybe grab a brew and a snack for you, and leave behind your attitude and get ready as we snap into the Hood Smoker Podcast.
What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? Welcome to the Hood Smokers Podcast. I'm Jay Gutta. And the big screen, that's Blatonio Todd. We got Brother King X, special co-host, Mr. Go-To, a.k.a. the Black Howard Stern. Your camera's off, though, homie. What up, though, everybody in the chat? We got a big night tonight.
Salute. What up, though, Mr. Go-To, my brother?
Yeah, what up, though? We see you on here, but your camera's not on. But what's good with everybody? What's good? It's the Hood Smokers Podcast, episode 219. It's been almost 100 episodes, almost a year since we had Big V on last.
Yeah.
It's the return.
No, this is cool.
It's the
Shit.
the legend, the man himself.
Man, the myth, the legend right there. And now also getting into even bigger things with, movies and stuff. Very good movie at that. I watched it just the other day. Salute.
Yeah, I got the trailer pulled up. I got all that pulled up. I got a track we can play too, but we got Big V in the building right now. You gotta
Big
turn your
salute.
Yeah, what up, though, family? You gotta turn the camera icon.
Yeah, the camera icon. Yeah, this is like that's the only. Yep, we got them coming in. Yep. Yeah. What's good with you? Oh, salute.
What it do now?
What up,
salute.
man? Welcome back.
Salute.
Welcome back.
Good to see you. Good to see you, man.
Background of smokers.
Yeah.
Background of smokers.
Salute.
Big
Man,
G, what's good?
with you?
Man, enjoying watching little movies. I'm closing down in my dispensary shop today. I'm redoing my walls and getting everything moving and all. Working on my new records. Plugs don't take pictures. And that's my dog and a bunch of stuff, man. And keeping it high, though.
Oh yeah, man. Man, it's been a long time, man. It's just it's hard to believe. It's been about over a year now, my brother. Good to have you back. It's an honor.
Glad to be back, man. My little boy and them kicking ass out in Colorado. They 3-0. He with the shit with Dion and them, so glad to be a part of the new movement.
Black Howard Stern in the building, Mr. Go-To.
Mr. Go-To, Black Howard Stern.
What up, though?
Another Detroit. So we got Detroit, we got bowlinggreen, Kentucky, and we got our homie Blatonio Todd, who's bleeds Detroit, but he's down there in Tucson, Arizona, in the building on the Hood Smokers Podcast.
Salute.
But you didn't give us a chance to give you a proper like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like introduction. But it is what it is. We was gonna play the 45 seconds. We'll do all that after the interview though, after we chop it up. But we was gonna play the the video promo video. We gonna talk about all that. We got some music to play and shit, some new music. We see you doing a lot since the last time we chopped it up.
Oh yeah, man, just steady Eddie, man. Day after day, man. Got a little girl playing ball in college. Got my son, Lil Vito, got him situated. He's out there with Dion and them. They changing the culture. And like I said, the movie 45 Seconds just hit on Tubi.
And it's fire. I was going to say just in advance, I watched it. Fire. Like one question off the rip. Did you have part of the writing? I was just curious because did you write part of the film or is
when I got there, like the first day to introduce to the guys, I got to stand with the director, and he was like, "Hey, man, I can't really write in your dialogue, but I like what you do." Kind of, he was like, "It's the gist of it, but put it in the done language,
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna say. That's why I had to ask if like you wrote or had a hand in it, because it just seemed to come natural the way you did, like with your character and everything. Last time we came on, it just seemed kind of like like some of the stuff like balanced with what you had told us about in life and stuff. And
Yeah, it just kind of fit me. It was right at home. I'm used to
The movie fire. It's fire. I mean, I done seen it about 3-4 times already.
Yeah, brother King Yes told us he seen it before he even knew you was in it. He was like, I didn't even know that was me.
I knew I recognized the voice in the face. I just couldn't put it together when I was watching it.
Right on, right on.
Yeah.
And man, it was just fun being a part of cast. Them boys was acting and all. It was like my first shot. And the lady Jamie McCoy was back in the day when I was just doing my thing with Nappy Roots. She was in Florida, and I met her down there at the Classics at the game, down there at Duval, at FMU, where the bands is battling and the car shows is pretty. And she was trying to get me to do my own thing. And at that time, I just came from the country and was square and slow. And she was like, let me introduce you to the film, and then we'll get back to the music. So this was a way to say hello.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Bands back in the car show.
Where's the go-to? Do you have
Salute.
anything you want to say?
Square and slow.
We got Christopher George tapping in from He's our Staten Island homie. Boy, he's in Tucson with Blatonio via
What up, dog? Shout out to Blatonio. Shout out to Jay Gutter. Shout out to Big V. What up, Vito? I'm letting everybody get in, man. I'm waiting to get him. Y'all know I'm waiting to get at him. You know I'm waiting to get at him.
Come on,
that's how it works that way.
Yeah, pop your collar, because I'm coming for you, Big V.
Come on,
Nappy Roots and all, Nappy Roots and all. Get it ready, boy.
Come on with it.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to say to you though, man. As an artist and being a part of a legend, actually, I gotta say it's a legendary group, because the Nappy Roots, man, when y'all came out during that whole conscious era, what was it that made you all say, let's try to set ourselves different than the NWAs or the No Limits or the Ice Cubes and the Ice Teas and everything that was going on back then? Coogee rap. I mean, like Nappy Roots, when y'all came out, we thinking like De La Soul, Diggable Planets, and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so at that time, y'all came with like a whole vibe. It was like a vibe. Talk to me about that, man.
It's just easier to be yourself. We from the country, where Walmart is the biggest store here. We didn't have no radio, no urban kind of thing. So it was just cool people with beer on the porch and ribs and smoking reefer, and it was just that vibe, that country boy barbecue music. Granny finna go in the house.
Sound like you on the goddamn album right now while you talking. It sound like I'm listening to the album again. Like y'all taught us about down south, man. I mean, like, if for anybody I'm from Detroit, and anybody that come from the inner city like that, to learn what I learned about down south, it came from you all, David Banner, Yin Yang Twins. I mean, like, Jermaine Dupri, like, y'all is what let us know what the South was doing. You know what I'm saying? Not to forget about Houston, the boys out that way, Scarface, and everybody out that way. But at the end of the day, when I look back on hip hop, I have to say, man, where do you think, and what do you think needs to be done in order for us to revive not even hip hop, but our
but our nation, bro? What needs to happen?
Go with what's right and stop going with what feel good. Everybody want the top of the thing and forget about the steps that it takes to be traditional and the process of being pine salt. Where my mama and your folks, they trust pine salt or Tide or Gain or Zest. It takes a while to make that resume stand the test of time. Like when I dropped All Now and Po Folks, I didn't.
Oh no, hell no.
Yeah, I didn't know I was making this slang and this jargon that Ludacris would drop a month later with Chicken and Beer, and I didn't know Jermaine Dupri would take Anthony Hamilton immediately after we introduced him on Po Folks. The first 500,000 copies on Po Folks was my voice. I met Anthony the day of the video shoot. And no disrespect to Anthony. He is a great friend. But there is people in the game, once they hear you and you ain't never been there, it's like follow the leader. Like 12 artists done song with Anthony Hamilton and never hollered Nappy Roots once. So not a bit of man is just trying to shake it again and show people this is before that, this was this. And Jazzy's face sung on All Now, Hell Now. But we never had met him in the studio to do the actual work. We needed the ghetto pass of Atlanta, and Atlanta thought that Jazzy Faye made this beat. We had met his daddy on the same album in a session years before from the Barcades. And so it was just kind of networking, and we was just learning. And just to do all that without a producer. And I finally met Andre Harrell on my first swing, and he was like, hold up, baby boy, y'all ain't got no big brother? Who produced this? And then bumping into Prince, we went right to the Grammys. And he was like, Big V, you gonna have to change your name. You obviously must be special, you sitting at this table. And I sat across from Ashford and Simpson, and Kanye West was to my left. And so I backed away and I renamed myself Vito Banger as I was leaving Nappy Roots instead of Big V. Because you own the publishing at 20, you a dead man.
Damn.
A lot of moves that was being made back then in the industry, especially with you all, it was all about hustling and trying to figure it out instead of just like you know what I'm saying, trying to get in certain rooms, certain doors, open or hurting downtown doing a little event. Let's go down there. There was a lot of hustling going on. Now with social media like it is, find it easier to be able to get your word out, get your music out, to get money, etc. Is it easier for you now?
I think now, after being hurt by Napster, we got downloaded 11 million times illegally, our second album. So you take $80 million away from anybody.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit different, and the labels were merging on our second album. Atlantic, WEA, Elektra, all those companies formed in one, and thousands of people lost their job. And people forgot about Nappy Roots in the shuffle. It's easy to make Kanye West a solo artist and say the things that Nappy Roots say than it is easier to move 6 people around, especially when he's a producer. And so he'll bring you Nas Barkley, and he'll bring you Twister back. And then you got Jamie Foxx. We did the Jimmy Kimmel show, his first show. And we used to party with Jamie Foxx and all the LA acts before they wasn't playing Southern records. We would go to East Coast Station. What's up, dog? We was the cats that came through after Outkast got booed at the awards for being the best. So now ain't no free line. Now it's easier. Today, because you got more platforms. Being one of those kids that there was only MTV Raps and BET and then MTV Fuse, and to be one of those acts that make it to that mainstream. Then they made a new platinum. If they don't want to respect what's right, they're going to respect what feel good. And that's what got us where
It's
we at.
what's currently, yeah.
Hey, Big V.
What's happening?
Do you remember something out of New York called Video Music Box?
Oh yeah, that was the first thing before I ran into BET. Used to watch Kid Flash, and my partners in Louisville had this box that they were recording on VCR tapes. You know, and we would go and just see who had the best video clips. You know, that was clipped together. But yeah, right, like 19. Let's see. Had to be about 86, right?
Yeah, 1986 with Ralph McDaniels.
Yeah, man, I've been a BET MTV played that heat. We didn't know East or West. I didn't know nothing about Detroit until I got there. And then them the hungriest rappers in the world. I met like 12 of them downstairs at the radio station. I happened to know E-Dub, and I met him on the Vibe tour. And we met some cats. I was like, man, y'all come upstairs and show me what it is. And these boys had bars. And so everybody that we met along the road wasn't no internet. You found out you found out that's part of them right there. But when you're a real cat from west side of any town, you gonna fit in.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't want to be rude. Hey, nice to meet you, Mr. Go-To. Yeah.
What's happening, Chris? You all right?
Right on, yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man, go ahead.
Man, let me ask you something else too, man. If you could look back on any lyric that you ever made that you wish you could take back, what lyric would that be? What song did you wish I wish I didn't did that? As far as you just didn't even like it, or if you felt that you've grown and matured to where that's something that you wouldn't do again.
You went in on that one.
I kind of my pen's my value. I made All Now, I made Hell No, All Now, Hell No. Old folks in the same album. I introduced you to Anthony Hamilton and Jazzy Fate. One swing. And then the next time they were trying to do music without me, and I made Good Day. And back then I was the plug, and I really wasn't into rap because it didn't seem right to me to be writing all the music and I didn't have all the money. And I'm watching other artists come by with these mad advances, being from the city and demographically handicapped, being from Kentucky. So we hadn't seen it. We signed a country music deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And nobody had seen us before, so they didn't know how to market us. Like most cats worship diamonds and gold. Our kids is our value. Not seeing our mama cry is our value. So that ain't what America can sell. It's easier giving you a chopper and owning a funeral home in a penitentiary. You get paid 3 times for the show, the funeral, and the food tree. So Nappy Roots was like, y'all too pure. Won't y'all kill somebody or something, And was like, we reality dudes, man.
But
going against the narrative, man.
Yeah.
Against the narrative,
What kind of controversy and conflict did y'all run into being the type of rappers that you were back then, and everybody else was kind of come with a street vibe, or because y'all get screwed up for show. Nappy Roots, y'all had a crew.
Yeah,
but I'm saying, y'all was kind of like, y'all wasn't all like on no rah-rah shit, but it was almost like Nappy Roots, them the cousins that if you get into it with them at their family reunion, they gonna be thick. It's gonna be like, where all them come from?
We
before you finish that, I was gonna say it's like like hip hop being a language too. Like the way I see it is like what people talk about in a different region and shit. I think people who know, like with real hip hop, correct me if I'm wrong, is kind of like what NWA was talking about over, like what in their environment. I think you guys was talking about exactly what people didn't know. It was a mystery. What's going on?
Yeah, but it was, when the old folks they describe something. It's your thing. Do what you want to do. You wanted some monkey too. Nappy Roots.
Been
Yeah, all my life. You know, there's baggies and a pistol and a pit bull and that's that life. If that's what we talking about, but we from a small place, a small town, and that was the first time hip hop has been looked at, and we brought hip hop to the barns and the front porch and gave up.
It was like it was like a comfortable vibe, like you guys came with right immediately, which I think needs to come back. Like you guys came at the right time. It still needs to keep continuing. Like right now we got.
Man, I hadn't seen Nappy Roots in 10 years though. I had to leave the road to raise my kids. My kids' mother left my kids at my mama's house and never looked back 11 years ago. And so
salute to you on that, man. Like,
man, you do what you're supposed to.
All the other single fathers out there, man. Anybody that's raising their kids without, what I'm saying? All the single mothers and single fathers, and all the couples and all the relationships and all the families. But Nappy Roots was bringing us back. Nappy Roots was picnics. Nappy Roots was afros. Nappy Roots was not being afraid of who we are culturally. Nappy Roots, if you remember, didn't one of y'all have a chicken foot on y'all necklace or something?
Oh man, the ladies done danced for me. It's on my arm. I took a tattoo or whatever. I went to New Orleans and the hoodoo women danced for me. And weapons are, they'll form, but they won't prosper. Is what the ladies said. So it was sort of like little dice in the city of God, And so it was, we come from some spiritual and some backwood belief. And in Hollywood, to walk out of there a quarter century of your life without AIDS, syphilis, shot, some lame lie on you, some kind of bruised up reputation. Now, Nappy Roots was always 100 from the door. 5, 6 men who met in college trying to take the next step in life and education and whatever that is. But you ain't gonna do it from 18 to 25 in that small town where we glorify death and you liable to dance on the dance floor in some baby mama's arms of some jealous man. Where we from? Or you play football,
Yeah. And the thing about it, ain't no police for miles and miles and miles away, because ain't nothing gonna be out there at all.
No, ain't no cameras to see it. Ain't no cameras to see it. And it's just survival like the old West. And the home of the meth lab. So many broken homes here. You ain't never seen black people use meth. It's discoloring.
And actually, that's what I was gonna say. Like where it's circulated over here on the West Coast and stuff. I know it's circulated to like the D and all that, but I heard it's like like not as popular, right? Like Mr. Go-To.
No, it's newer in Detroit. It's newer. Like it's always like it started in the
because like it had boom, but
it's the overdose capital of the world here. Kentucky has the most death, and now we back, with songs. And me being in movies and being the hometown guy, they play a lot of hometown defense. And then being black and back out into life as you grow and wade through waters, we writing songs still like, please don't Nipsey me. Mother sleep better with their sons alive. Please don't Nipsey me. Tomorrow be better if we both survive. Ooh, don't Nipsey me. You sure is a king when I look in your eyes. Please don't Nipsey me. Tomorrow be better. And it's still those kind of messages and hooks. And now you're going to see that V is really not just a great voice, you're going to hear the bars. And now that it's 40-year-old flow, it ain't some young puppy trying to get in the dunking contest and jazzle you with something to make you hurt somebody. These are lyrics,
it's like it's a mantra we listen to. Like what you play. It's like it's like food. What you eat, you are what you eat. Like music is food to us too as well. You listen to it. You gonna listen to if a chick is gonna listen to a chick, shaking her booty on the floor, and like doing everybody on. A lot of them sometimes kind of like it's like a spell.
It's like gospel or anything else. Music is a powerful thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
And Big V, I heard you talking about the barn. I remember being in North Carolina, being in the barn, and they have the sweet potatoes hanging up in the barn. You go get your knife and cut you a piece of sweet potato and eat you a piece of raw sweet potato in the barn. Yeah.
I swept the barn for all now. Like they were paying $300 to get the shit ready, for to shoot the video with. I said, what you paying? He said, I need this barn swept immediately and fixed over here like this so we can shoot the video. I said, well, $300, huh? Yeah, I need somebody. Hell, give me the $300. I'm the somebody. He said, talent usually don't do this. I said, Chief ain't but the best Indian. Give me that shit, boy. We came through with it like that. Yeah.
The thing about coming from the South and Southern upbringing, a lot of our Southerner brothers and sisters, they have a different understanding about more of our culture than like city places. You know what I'm saying? The big city places. Y'all know a lot of more. You all have been exposed to a lot more heritage and culture as opposed to some of us that might have come from bigger cities like New York or Detroit or out in Cali and stuff like that. So, what do you think? What do you think is important for us as a culture that we need to do as a whole? And I'm talking about just not so much with music or entertainment, just like family wise.
Family no more. I think as people we need to stop putting anything high but God. Everything else is gonna fail you. Your car is gonna fail you. Your health is gonna fail you. And like only people that let you down is the people you had up. That was my cousin. That bitch, my mama ain't supposed to. Well, nigga, if you look at them like they are, like people, like something that's gonna fail you, you wouldn't be upset. Your mama is a girl. Your dad is an older man that was once a boy like you. And once you have kids, you kind of understand what kind of motherfucker raised you once you raising your kids. And I think as Americans, as black men, we need to look each other like, damn, Google, there go gray hair. Put that gun up. That nigga done lived through something. Google can tell you about the cure, but that gray hair can tell you an ounce of prevention. So you don't need that pound to cure. You dig it?
Dig it. Yeah.
I hear you, man. You real humble. I like your vibration. But man, motherfucker, you know real talk, dog, that you a motherfucking star right now. You in 45 seconds, man. Let's talk about this movie, man.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
have you seen it already, Mr. Go-To?
Man, listen. The other night, before I even knew that you was in the movie, dude, I was watching the movie the other night. I'm gonna tell you what my line is that you said fucked me up. Hey man, you remember when you used to come over to our house and your mama used to drop you off and you thought we was gonna beat you up. That had me. I was like, this nigga here. Hey, I was sitting right here in my front room watching you, man. I said, man, you a real motherfucker, man. And it felt like your part. Did you have more to do with your part than the director or the writer? Because it seemed like that part was you.
That's why I said earlier too. Because it seemed like
he was like, I need you to be the alpha, and you got to talk to
the funniest part to me is when he was online ordering the Christmas gifts off of eBay.
Oh yeah. And she come back. She's like, oh yeah. So no, I did it. Like it go come on.
Yeah, a smart motherfucker that ain't there but for $40 and the money, and they meeting for drinks with their baby daddy. She was kind of in that role, and I was,
Yeah.
boosting.
Relatable.
You know about your character in that movie. As I was watching, I really was trying to feel you, and I ain't talking about even before they just jumped on this interview today, bro. They just hit me up on this today. I watched this movie a few days ago, and I was trying to figure out which one of y'all niggas was brothers, who was cousins. Y'all all was cousins, right?
All cousins, mamas and sisters.
Okay, so you used to be saying cuz. Everybody was calling each other cuz. I was like, who the brothers? Is it any brothers in there? They were just all cousins.
Yeah, all cousins. You know when everybody's head is different.
Cousins, like
I like that movie, man. I like that movie. I like your role. I like all the characters. It captivated my attention. The brother with the long hair that was running the diversions for y'all. You was like, look, we got to get in there 45 seconds. Like, I look to see more from you, bro. And I really did appreciate, being able to watch you. I think also you a comedian, bro. You need a comedian. If ain't nobody never told you, I don't know. You a funny motherfucker, man. And you didn't cut loose like you wanted to cut loose. You wanted to cut loose. I know they kept telling you, no, man, we can't do that, Big D. We can't do that like that.
No,
yeah, I was gonna do it from the
he said, hey, right out that bathroom scene, he said, I know you wanted to say something else. I wanted to hook it up like I wanted to hook it up. And then he was like, hey, I can't make no porn in here. And then from that point on, man, we rode to the house. We were staying with each other. I was staying with the director. And he was like, I want you to take the role and do this with it. And then so he turned me loose.
Ran wild with it.
Yeah. And Marquise will bring it out of you. He a funny motherfucker. He's about his lines and timing. Where I'm like, how you doing, Brother Craig? I want to come up like, and
I think you all were cast good together. Y'all had a mesh. Y'all had a mesh. And the thing is, because I'm in a couple movies too, and I think that people try to stereotype you or stereocast you. I want to be able to be a pastor in this movie and play a thug in this movie and play a construction worker in another movie. I mean, you want to be able to be broad with your gang. So what are your plans and what can we look forward to seeing from you next in the movie game?
Good question.
Shout out to Fifi from Blue and Black Tears. I just played a grandfather in a role shout out in Carolina. It's on Tubi as well. Shot down in Carolina. I'm playing a character named Mr. Charles, and a grandfather's role there. I have a podcast called Daps and Handshakes. It's funny in the barbershop, and is the first episode on it is a truck driver's wife. The loneliest creature on the world is either a soldier's wife or a truck driver's wife, and they pray for things. A truck driver wife, she don't want nobody she got to fuck but twice a week, love somebody for 2 days, and he go to work for 5. Now she got stability in her house and she can be with her other lover. Well, the truck driver, he wants just to work hard and come home to somebody who love him for 2 days. So it works out. When he's in Memphis, she kick the bed, get up, he's about here, and dry the shower down, and get ready for it. So the first
the truck stops you as the truck driver.
The truck driver's wife. So I think
a lot business.
Yeah, the man coming home with triple bonus.
That's what I was like.
You can't fight him because they don't know who burnt each other. Both of them cheating. So the first episode's a truck driver's wife. And, a soldier's wife is pretty lonely, too. Usually, so I've been to Iraq, and I've been over there where they can't call home and married and moving money and doing that. We went over in wartime when the soldiers wanted to be most entertained in 2003 when we first went to war. Nappy Roots finished second in the country, so we went over there in war times to Iraq and Iran and Kuwait and Baghdad. And, if they can fight, I can sing, And 22,000 soldiers, we landed in Saddam International Airport 3 computers. That's cats been over there for 8 months, a year, and they family don't know if they're alive. So I was making phone calls, doing my part, and we met some pretty cool people over there, man. Foreign and our own homeboy.
That's dope.
Hey, Big V, Nappy Roots has a very, very, very unique, beautiful style. I have to take my hat off to Nappy Roots for the simple fact now there's an artist out there today that I hear Nappy Roots in that's on the top charts. You might have heard of him, but I could hear Nappy Roots in him all the way.
Who that?
Especially that all my life been Poe. Here doesn't rap, Rod Wave. I could hear Nappy Roots and Rod Wave 100%.
I like to hear Rod Wave. I like a cat right now named Leon Bridges. You know,
I've heard Leon Bridges. Yep.
Leon Bridges. I like to link up with him or Fleetwood Mac and do something with Stevie Nicks. Something definitely really big. I always gonna do something with Greg Street when I drop it. And now I got to get to Texas with Mike Watts and sit down with with a few Southerners and see what's gonna be the best scenario of V putting out music the Southern way. And created a QR code where you scan with your phone and you get the music. So I put the QR code on the gummy bears, on the cannabis products, and all in between. And $20 from 5,000 people, I make my own record deal, and I'm setting in my own dispensary. It used to be.
Quick question: like, is it legal? Is it legal there yet? Is it legal there now?
It's medical and it's on the way. And we got the best blueberries, though. It's medical, and you can have 8 ounces on you. They ain't gonna take you to jail unless you scoff it.
Yeah, because last time we talked, I think it was going.
Yeah, last time
they were about to vote on it to make it recreational, but I heard it didn't pass. That it did recreational.
So it's medical. Everybody walking around with 8 ounces on it.
Everybody walking around with 8 ounces on it.
Yeah, you know.
You don't need no 8 ounces. Not walking around with you.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'll let you smoke with me, see, for a little bit, see.
Get y'all one of these, man. Get y'all one of these.
Oh, yeah, the car. Oh, yep.
Get that car.
Oh, you get all the perks. You get all the perks with that.
You know we got to do a tour in the whole state now. I like to come through Michigan and do something. Drop the mixtape with you hosting it with these new bangers on the motherfucker and showcase. And we got to shake it. ASAP.
If you down, man, we definitely would be honored to have you on there and bless it on the track with the Hood Smoker podcast. Like we consider.
Hey, we need. Hey, you know what we should do? We should come out with a Hood Smokers Christmas joint. Everybody who's been on the show drop a verse on that bitch, like almost like the We Are the World, but we doing it for the Christmas joint. Think about it, Gutter. I'm just saying.
I like it already, but it's got to have something with trees.
You know what?
About Christmas.
That'd be a dope idea. That's dope.
It's something with trees, smoking on trees and Christmas.
Nothing wretched though. Nothing wretched.
No, but true mistletoe is what I want to put out in Michigan if we're doing something for Christmas.
Oh yeah.
I'm always a fan of mistletoe.
Become like that Run DMC joint. It's Christmas time in Harlem, Queens. Mom cooking chicken in collard greens.
I gotta do it,
man. Hey, listen. We gotta get some young blood in here. It's too much old shit going on up in this motherfucker right now, man. God damn, it's too much old shit going on. Everybody ain't got gray hair. This motherfucker singing Run DMC is Christmas time in Hollis, Queens.
Hell yeah.
We need to get no pants in here. Let's get no pants in here.
That was the shit when I was watching Rudolph. And
no doubt.
Yeah, one night I was with Big Daddy Kane in Hell's Kitchen, and we were performing. He was opening up. No, we were opening up for Kane. At night, we was really doing hip hop, and we was there, and we was chopping it up. He was introducing me to Grandmaster Cash, and we was drinking yak, and I was telling him about the eyebrows and the slashes in it, and what we was doing in junior high.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah, we was hanging, and then he gets a phone call, and I just seen his blue day turning to gray. He said, "V, you ain't gonna believe this shit." And I said, "What's up, OG?" He said, "Jam Master Jay was just shot and killed."
Oh yeah, man.
We was there that night, and I just watched this whole mood change and the whole place change, like in a 15-minute. I didn't. Social media is big in New York, and everybody got to work really fast. And just to be with him in that time, and to really be catching up with him and see what was a really big important move for me as a kid. I sat with Big Daddy Kane, the boy that wrote the rhymes for Bismarck Key. And
Grandmaster Cam.
R.I.P. to Big Marquis and Jam Master Jay, but like definitely Bismarck Key was like one of my biggest
You can rap
influences.
about picking boogers. Come on, dog. I mean, what the
oh man, that was it. I had sisters 5 years older, and girls are into music. They had all that shit. Before I went to DC and figured out go-go, I didn't know that's what Kid played.
Oh, go-go, yeah.
Salt and Pepper and them repped, and then going there, and you had to have go-go in your music, or you gonna get booed. And wasn't no internet to find that out. You had to get your ass kicked there first, and figure out, okay, we gotta have some go-go in New York. I mean, in DC.
Like you say now, we outside.
Shout out DC Scorpio. If you heard of DC Scorpio, like the original version of Hustler,
Yeah, but DC was a different culture. It was like an Atlanta in New York, It was just, ooh Lord, Chocolate City. Yeah.
Telebank, Chocolate City.
You're absolutely right about that, because my uncle Willie, oh man, he was up in DC. Yeah, they was dressed down sharp to the T. I mean,
Beach, the whole Tri-City area right there. Oh man, I've had some.
I got family. I got family in the Maryland, DC area.
We used to stay out in Laurel. I recorded out there and did a mixtape for 2. So definitely a lot of travel, man. In hip hop, it'll take you places you never thought you would go.
Right.
Yeah, you don't catch nobody dressing in baggy jeans or anything up in DC back in the day at all.
No.
And they all those brothers were sharp down.
But I remember my first Howard homecoming. I met Noriega and Capone and Steph Lover and Cameron, the Dipset, and them boys was eating over at Koch. We was trying to do like they were doing. Cameron, the smartest businessman from our time. He already had a jug.
Shout out Killer. Hey, I think we talked about it before, but is it true that when it was
Cameron was president for Def Jam, wasn't he?
What was it?
Several deals.
Def Jam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Cameron was the president for one of those labels. I think it was Def Jam. For a minute.
I believe Brother King X. Brother King X usually is good about these ones.
Okay.
He was the president of Koch. He was running Koch.
But did he have heavy ties to Def Jam? Because I know what Mr. Go-To's talk about, because he was like working heavily.
The ties he had to Def Jam was because he was with Rockefeller.
Okay. Yeah. So there was the tie. That's why I had to say, yeah, I remember.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this right now, Big V. The way the hip hop is going now, with let me ask you this. Charleston White. What do you think about Charleston White?
I'm a big motherfucking fan. I'm an advocate. I think a lot of what he says is right. I think if you look at it, like he just tired of seeing the same thing. To me, he's another Dion. He have to do things his way to get your attention. But I think when you sift what he's saying, it's the greater good. I mean, it ain't popular in niggerdom as far as the way they make hip hop seem. But after 2 or 3 of your friends get shot and you listening to somebody old doing the same thing when you really won't new, I think he's a rebel with a great cause. He's like the comedy public enemy. Well, you know, he gets my attention there.
Because he does have a comedic, he does have a comedic vibe to it. You know, like the people. You know, there's people
when you really look at it, like he just like the other night, I saw him when they said that he called CPS because it's some little new kid that's a rapper. I think he like 13 or 14. He got guns. He got a lot of money in his videos. He got a lot of grown women. It's a boy, and he was inside of a titty bar. Charleston White found out that he was in a titty bar, and he called CPS. Now, mind you, we got to realize Charleston White is not only just a productive citizen of society now, because he's saying he's not in the streets. He ain't no gangster. He ain't in the streets. But I did not know that man worked for CPS. He is a CPS agent.
Oh,
so he works for Child Protective Services.
Boom. Oh, damn. Okay.
Charleston White does. So he said I had to call it in. Like that's my job. If I find out a kid in a titty bar without no parents' consent, come on.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And then the outlook
I think the way it's presented sometimes, it's the way it's presented. You know, I think they presented them, like at first until you.
Yeah, the outlook of that is a 13-year-old around grown folks. Then he's going to be a victim of pedophilia. And then there's only 3 lanes after that: prison, death, or drugs. And then, you know, when the money run out, you doing drugs, you got to paint a damn porch with a toothbrush, mow 6 inches of grass with a push mower, you know, some stupid shit like that.
And touch your ankles. Touch your ankles.
You know, all this shit, you know.
Cut grass with the weed whacker.
And don't you dare give them an offer to buy NBC. Don't try an offer to buy NBC because then you're raping people. You know, like if you try to buy NBC.
I seen the crackhead in Detroit actually cutting grass with a weed whacker.
That's the move.
Why does motherfucker say you can touch your ankles?
Yeah, that's the you know, the drug trade. The drug trade. But I think that's the big thing with Charleston White. He's been to the fence. He's seen young boys destroyed. And the only way he know how to, like, if you going to jail and riding around spinning a fucking block, the best scenario in your case is probably to hit the pen, because that's where they can talk to you and you'll find yourself. No one wants anyone confined in jail, but those who have character and discipline problems, we know how that ends. So at a more positive outlook, I see his outlook. And I see the gangsters' outlook. They don't Google, you know, they don't ask anybody for shit. They Google. I see young boys call their grandparents nigga or this bitch, you know, and they shoot their parents. They're all been trying to fuck them, you know, and it's just a new thing. So, in attention, Malcolm X was Malcolm Little before he went to the pen to become Malcolm X. You know,
just like Cassius Clay.
Yeah.
Detroit Red.
So Malcolm Little was Malcolm Little and becoming Malcolm X. So sometimes a break, but I think Charleston White is needed. I'm a fan. And he exercises a right to do a lot of shit. And,
Charleston White is very passionate too, because I don't know if you know or not, he only has one eye. The other eye is fake.
I don't get it. I want God to bless everybody, and whatever He's letting him see out of what's left look pretty damn good to me.
Yeah, I'm just saying he's very passionate. He's passionate.
Yeah, that's
what I got to do with being passionate, though. Talk to me, Gutta. What he talk about? One eye makes him passionate.
Yeah, whatever he got, God is using him, and God is using all us. And our next move are gonna be our best move. But I can't wait to tour with some cannabis products in some legal states with y'all, and we talking shit.
Yeah. You need to come out here. It's like a festival. 420.
You know
That shit.
what's
The
going
whole
on in
city go
Detroit.
wild.
Calm down.
Oh man, the Club Cream, the Minks and Gators.
No.
Yeah, Detroit definitely about their fashion.
Yeah.
And Pontiac.
Yeah, the Minks and Gators.
I want me a blue
Cartier,
one.
Cartier County, you know.
Cartier, yep.
You better know. It's a chill that come off at water. They feel good with a mic. You know, on my way to Toledo and all. You know, if I'm doing my thing, you know.
Yeah, you know. I hear you. I'm 54, so I hear you. You know.
Yeah, I'm going to
What up? What up?
We the D though. What up though? Yeah.
What up though?
What up though? Yeah.
When you look at your life and everything that you've done, tell me one thing that you haven't done yet that you want to do.
Drop a solo project that the world hears. Like when you mention my name, it's like Ice Cube out of Nappy Roots. I busted that left the new school. It's time to establish Vito. Like I want to be known for shooting my jumper. Or I want to be known for plugs don't take pictures. I want to, or that's my dog. The new music, slap music.
Plugs don't is that? Yeah, damn, yeah.
That's that chapter. That's that chapter. Yeah.
One of the things for you, Big V. Let me tell you this, Big V. Have you already insured your voice?
We working on that. We working on that as we speak. Like the DOC. I learned that lesson from him.
And Tone Low too.
Hey man, I love Tone Low. Wild Thing is one of my favorite. All the white girls like me to cover it.
Or Wild Thing.
All the white girls like me to cover it.
Wild Thing.
All the white girls like me to cover it. What you gonna do? Come on over and get in this booth, bitch. You know who I am. I'm Big V, bitch. I'm Big V, bitch.
Back with me and Trey.
Ain't no doubt.
Trey was recording Weekend off back in. No.
Well, I definitely, man. I'm on the lookout for the Big V joint, the Big V solo joint that the world can listen to. I really think that what I'm gonna tell you. Can I say something to you?
Come on.
I think if you did a song with some smooth music in the back and you just talk shit, I'll listen to them.
I think once
no rapping, just talking shit like cuz on 45 seconds. Y'all know we got 45 seconds to get in there. And we gotta get in there. I'll listen to that. With some music behind it, your voice is captivating, bro. It's captivating. I like that.
Yeah, and actually, like from last interview, like he does have some like smooth beats too. Before you. So I'll send that to you. I'll forward it your way as well too.
Well, I said I would like to get your input on the music, and we go with what sound is gonna work in your market. And like I've always loved Tulsa. I always like Oklahoma City. I like Detroit. I like the B markets. Where Milwaukee, where they can get out there and brewfest and really get down there with you. And when we go to Louisville and home and Knoxville, Tennessee and Johnson City and Pontiac, Michigan, as well as the D. And
yeah, I got a brother out there. Peace to my brother Freedom Rogers.
Syracuse, Buffalo, Little Rock, Kansas City. I like those places. Dallas, Austin. I even been to Lawton. You dig it? Oklahoma. Yeah, and just where the it's dark and the stars can shine, and you can really bring out that live band and put on those glasses and get you a show in 3D. And we can, we gonna work. We don't want you to. You done been out of work all week. We want you to blow reefer and eat a mushroom. And,
Hey, let me ask you something. What's up with Speech? what's happening with speech on Tennessee? Now I really feel it's ass. Now what?
Say yo, say hey, yeah. Big fans. But like I said, I hadn't been in the room with my Nappy Root family in 10 years. We left due to contractual. 5 lions can't eat 1 lamb. And we all not little boys anymore. We just had contractual difference. When the guys get ready to sit down and figure out what I mean to them, and I know what they mean to me. It's just like, I guess if you watch the movie Cadillac Records, I came in as Muddy Waters, but what I learned made me the Howlin' Wolf. And I don't borrow from the store. And I might got an old truck and it's ugly, but I own it. It don't own me. And I live a pretty good life. I'm not all on TV. I won't, fit in to kick it. Twister told me a long time ago, music is like a roller coaster. You're going to have ups and downs. And long as you just keep moving. And we were label mates on Atlantic in my early days. Him and Buster just told me, just maintain, stay with you. Hip hop going to come back around to you. Don't you never change, or you'll be like these other niggas. So I just really just stayed down, put in the work, and just $20 from 5,000 people in a small town. It don't take a lot of money when you just you. I grew up on nothing, and health is the new wealth.
That's great. That's great advice. That's real great advice right there. Yeah.
So
in addition to knowledge itself, like is the wealth too.
So now, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I just feel like Mike Tyson. Like the money that I lost was the lesson. Now that I'm focused in a sense of, I'm a microdoser now like him, and seeing all the things. I think my story will sell more than my first move there actually. And now that I got my own solo thing and all the publishing is where it needs to go, and the outlook of working class. My mom twisted tobacco. My daddy was a garbage man. So education wasn't big in my house. Manners was. And in hip hop, it'll get you fucked up. But if you ain't crossed nobody, then if they made it and stepped on you to get home, well then hell, homeboy. Time to talk to Papa. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
So,
I can relate to that tobacco,
since our last interview and stuff, you said some deep thoughts that never left my mind. And like when you was telling it to like people looking to get into this business, saying that it's not for everybody. Like,
hell no. If you ain't prepared to lose your friends, if you're not prepared to lose your spouse, don't fuck with this. And then when I say lose your spouse, let's flip it. Let's say your wife tonight got a record deal in Memphis, and she's with the girls, and they round that shit every night, and she got $500,000. Could you stay home with the kids and put them on the bus? And if she don't want to call home tonight, fuck it. Could you handle that? And she taking pictures and having a good time, checking in the embassy, got more money than you, and she send you a little money. Here, put the kids on the bus and pay the bills. Damn. Could you handle it?
No, hell no.
You can't have to go put on a dress like Drake had the other night in concert. You know
what I'm talking about? Yeah, but if
I know you didn't.
As an artist,
might as well put on a Drake like Drake did the other night in concert.
Oh,
but as an artist, that's what you asking your person to do at the house.
Yeah, but yeah. Oh yeah, like come on.
Most people are insecure in a relationship. Most of us have turned butt into a relationship. Most of us, I know, has fucked their way to a key and a drawer, and she got pregnant, and y'all don't know shit about each other to really love each other yet. And 5 years ago by, y'all got 2 kids, and you still don't really know her. Most cats don't know their old lady's favorite song or her favorite color. They have to ask her.
Yeah, no No conversation in a relationship.
And you know, so that really what that shows is it's a lack of communication with us in our culture, in our relationships, in our associations. We don't know how to communicate to where we have some sort of understanding. So, like you said, bro, a lot of time, man, relationships break up due to lack of communication and understanding.
Yeah. And most cats, I ask them, I say, man, when you and your partner hook up, what side of the bed is it on 80% of the time? Motherfucker look at me and get mad. I'd be like, you had to eat it right there, right? Yeah. And so it was on her side of the bed, wasn't it? Yeah, about 80% of the time. That means she don't want you. If you got the ass for head, you ain't him. My auntie used to sweep the floor and tell that to her friends. So I would just eavesdrop and listen. And then most cats that you listen to them talk shit. Hopefully she do this tonight. I'm like, you ain't him. You know.
Yeah, when you wake up, and when you're being woke up, you know when you him.
You know, you come in the house, she can't stop looking at your pants. You him. If you got the ass for it, you him.
Yeah.
For sure.
Wow. Real talk. This right here.
And a lot of motherfuckers can't deal with that.
Hey, I got a game for you, Big V.
Come on.
I'm going to say a word, and then you tell me what the next word to come to your mind, you say it.
Fire. Go ahead.
Tupac.
Best speaker I have ever heard.
Farrakhan.
Best when I talk about identity I ever heard. Unveiling faith. He's everything.
Iyanla Vanzant.
I don't know her.
She used to be on Oprah's show. She was like a female. She was like a Dr. Phil, but on the black side.
Should have said Oprah.
Oprah.
You know she from the
She used to be a newscaster. So letting you know life has faced it. That girl
from Detroit. You know that, don't you?
Worked out here in Tennessee, didn't she? Worked out here in Tennessee, didn't she? Where I'm at, in Greater Nashville. Bowling Green, Corvette City. And yeah, you never know who's going to be in power. So you want to treat everybody like they the Pope.
Happiness.
Happiness is a journey, not the destination. Destination means it's over. Journey is endless till God give up the time. Who?
Love.
Love. Stupid. Without bound. Selfless. It can't hide. It's true. Love. Thin line between hate. Not that much off. Love. A big place to hide in. A misconception. Most men think of a woman when they think of love. I asked someone riding from St. Louis, what's the things you love? And you know, we rode 4 hours before he ever mentioned himself. And so love.
You just brought me back to some old school with that, bro. Nothing's gonna get you is like
say God, and then I was gonna say you. So God is my next one.
God. Oh. Ransom writer. My second chance. My filler when my cup is empty. My strong tower. My rock. I don't know who else to depend on but him. Everybody else has let me down. When I talk Vito, Big V, of Nappy Roots, Double XL top 10 rap voice of all time. The most underrated rapper ever to rap. Wrote 3 hits without a producer making it for me. Led 5 group members from Louisville. That's like being from Brooklyn and saying the group is from Syracuse when you from Bowling Green. Father of many. Big Daddy on the tongues of my grandchildren. father of state championship. I ended initiation in high school and the state championship followed. The freshmen that used to get initiated and always lose in the championship, I allowed these freshmen to initiate sophomores and they won in their state championship. And now we have 7 in the rafters. 4 of them are in my trophy case and mantle. My kid went 44-0, never lost a game. I had the first Girl King to start from 7th grade to 12th. I had the first mixtape in my town. I met Rick James, Richard Pendleton, and Prince in my lifetime, as well as Michael Jackson. I've been to the pyramids by nothing but my flow and God's will. And the legacy will continue again.
Yeah. Facts.
Look, man, I give you double salute on that, man. Hey,
Yeah.
that was a lot. That was a lot, and it was just dope being able to talk to you, knowing that you come from that stock, you come from a religious stock, you come from a spiritual stock, you come from, you know what I'm saying? Everybody don't come from stock.
No, sir. But all we know is Jesus Christ, and the rest ain't gonna last. And if you live long enough and lucky enough to get gray hair, you will see old things pass, and God is forever. And even Keefy D told on somebody at the end. So what I'm saying is there are no secrets. If you're gonna do it alone. Nobody's gonna take your secret to the grave. Someone's gonna know. So the best to bet is to follow the 10 Commandments. Surely what you love is not gonna love you.
Yeah. Real quick.
Hey, you need to do that in your next movie. Surely what you love.
Yeah.
Not what's gonna love you.
Yeah. And you know, would God be wrong for letting you fall in love with somebody that don't love you because you didn't love who did? Would he be wrong?
Nah.
Yeah. I got another one for you, Big V. This one may not be easy. We all know that hip hop has the right name, hip hop. But as far as your story, if you had to write a book, if you had to write a hip hop book, what do you think you would name that book, that hip hop story book? If you can think of something off the top of the dome.
Easy though. Hip hop book, trial and error. Don't fix it if it ain't broke. Something.
It ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. Don't fix it if it ain't broke.
Right
on. What would you what like when you're an artist, a rap artist, a hip hop, let's do that. When you coming out, you asking me to replace my favorite artist to listen to you. You asking me for my $10 when I really want a KFC chicken box. Now, if your music is better than what I want to eat, I'll go home and eat soup and a fish sandwich or something, you know, something easy to maintain. If you got that heat, but if you're a trap star rapper, I like Jeezy and T.I. Gucci, and if you're a baller, I like Rick Ross, or if you good, I like Jada Kiss, you know. If you reality, I like Vito. If you just straight gutter, I like Scarface and Plies. And you know, you feel me?
Yeah.
And who you want me to replace? If you like sexual music, I like Sade. If you
man.
You know what I mean?
He didn't even go too short. He said Sade. I'm like, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So who are you asking me to?
Well, and also that's gonna show also like a level of what kind of sex you looking for. You listen to okay.
I'm old now. You know, I'm thinking hot tub.
So you listen to Sade, you talk about All right.
Let me help you with your lotion. I'm at old.
Les Nubians is another one I put up there with Sade. You know, Les Nubians. You know.
When we talk Sade, who'd you put at that damn table?
Les Nubians. I
ain't going that far. That's Sade, and you know I have love for everybody. But when I talk about
Makeda, they had the song Makeda. Yeah.
You know I like.
How old are you now?
Who that was?
How old are you now, Big V?
I'm 47, man. I grew up on Crush Groove, Disorderly, Police Academy, you know, shit like that. Crush Groove.
Hey, he say
Now,
disorderly. Shout out to the fat boys, man.
Oh,
Shout out
shout
to
out
the
to the
fat
fat
boys.
boys.
All you
Body
can
moving.
all you can eat.
That was it.
Now,
Body
do you
grooving.
remember the first line? Do you remember the first
Don't
line from
you dog me.
Yeah, that was it. We doing it in school.
Don't you dog me.
all you can eat?
That was just it. Oh, when that nigga
Why
Rock
is
it
it
like
easy?
this. Rock it like that.
When we think about some of the older music that we listened to back in the days, as far as hip hop, when you think about some of those songs, a lot of those songs, you think about the time and place that you was at, what you was wearing, who you was going with, what kind of cologne you was wearing, what kind of car your man had, because you didn't have your car yet. And it was your man's mama car. I mean, stories, bro. Music back then, we have stories that go with that music. And I'm sure that the kids nowadays have stories to go with their music, but it's not as fun. It's not as fun.
Man, everybody 3 times dope. Kwame. You know, remember that album before
Cool C.
Yeah, Chubb Rock. Remember you could dance to 2 shirts was wet. Yeah, shit. That was
Even crisscross with their pants turned to the back.
Yeah, that was
my pants going backwards. Like you had the sweatpants and you'd wear the shorts over the sweatpants and stuff like that, doing the breakdance and shit. You know.
Yeah, that was that era. I represent that. Man, that was
and the thing is now, man, we have to really look at everything that we went through, all the things we've experienced, and just make sure, man, that we leave behind something for somebody else to be able to become better with.
Yes, sir. And that's what
educate somebody. If each one of us reach one of us, then we can teach one of us.
Each one teach one. Each one teach 3.
And the lessons in the room. And it's just about credit score and a base. Who is like, we're going to do music, but who going to buy it? Like, you know, when they got Cane's Chicken or McDonald's, those are young people. When you talk about bistro, that's some old bastards that don't want to be around your nephew now. Am I right?
Yeah.
You know, so now it's just about, okay, I can learn something from these young folks, and they can learn something from me. Like they do numbers with no heart. We do heart with no numbers. And we just need to combine the world. You know, and just combine it and realize, okay, your science is great. You live long now, let's get you something to live for.
Bring back that respect and that loyalty.
And we have to instill it. We lose respect when the mother gets to arguing with us in front of the kids. She got to know that can't happen. And you got to know that can't happen. They got to see us as gods. You remember we didn't do shit for our parents didn't do shit for us, but we tried to impress the motherfuckers every time we seen them, right? Mama got a good, you know. Now these son of a bitches want to argue and tell on their mama for selling pussy or whatever, you know. You remember when the old players say, tell your mama, I said how Randy came by. That's about as all we knew. You know, now you son of a bitches know when you're getting your taxes. And, you know, mama know when they got each other's period.
All the memes.
Yeah, all the shit they ain't supposed to know.
I missed the days of the honest working girl, you know, the honest working woman. You know?
Man, I brought a girl some flowers when I first got home. 35-year-old chick. Bitch looked at me and said, I'd rather have Dro.
Wow.
Damn.
So that wasn't that shit. Don't nobody want to stand in front of you and talking to somebody else on their phone. They rather you give them $40. They take their kids out to eat at happy hour their damn self without you, so they can pick up the other 40 when they get down.
80.
Shit,
watch. Yeah, it's
You know how it is. If you stay
Gone.
over that night, it's gonna be $40.
Yeah. No, that's the go-to keeping it real.
Yeah, if you stay
Takes
over,
money to make money. Takes money to make money.
yeah, it takes money to make money. You know, but if you add it up though, it ain't gonna be but $400 a month. But if you the play away, then what you can deal with. I like my own pad. I like my peace of mind. I wouldn't let my sons move out with a woman. You can't move out of my house until the deed's in your name. That way I know you ain't coming back. Cause you know, half these motherfuckers talking about we live over here. Now you live with them. If that girl didn't have them food stamps and that damn medical card, both of you motherfuckers be living under the bridge. So you better thank them kids and treat them better. You know, in my neighborhood, you know, that's who runs the show. The kids do. They know about their medical card and when they get their taxes and how much is there. And so they don't respect him or her. And that's what's happened. They know you can't make it without the stamp card, and they know you can't make it without going way out of town getting their teeth clean like the poor folks do. So now the kids run the show.
Crazy. That's
And
facts.
it goes
too.
right back to that CPS thing, man. You know, they twisted it around now. You know,
If you ain't the
they run these
custodial
kids.
parent, boy, you the hustler. And if you the one receiving the food stamps, you got to be done. Or else you can't feed your kids. Is what's going on here, and people would rather go through that system than get out and bust their ass like you ought to.
Right.
So what I'm bringing back is working class.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up on food stamps. My mama wouldn't let me wear no cowboy jersey. You ain't gonna be no bitch. You know, she'd bust your nose in one of them. Steal a jersey. Oh, this
And
shit.
what the hell is this timeout shit? You know, like,
Yeah, that's the time she knocked your ass out. You don't remember.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
When no time out, it was a flat out ass whoop.
Yeah,
that was which is like, you know, now it's like child abuse and shit, you know, like
with the look, you get the ass whooping with the Hot Wheel track, Nintendo cord.
Off the wall. Whatever she can get.
Wasn't none of that stuff getting thrown out. They say, I'm gonna save the shit. I'm gonna whip some ass with this shit. Yeah.
Some hard put on your leg. We'll get your damn attention.
The Al Green treatment. Green treatment.
We come from a country play. A lesson learned out of blood will soon be forgotten. And you know, that's how it rocks in here.
Yeah. Well, that's what's crazy is with times changing like that, you know. Yeah.
Like when the white outside become the new term, like we outside. Back in the days, we already knew we was outside because what the fuck was we doing inside?
Well, no, it better be raining or 40 degrees.
Yeah. And like I said, with outside being the term and everything, how are they outside when most of them all playing GTA and stuff, you know, on the Xbox, or, you know, like.
That's what it is.
You know, they down Edith's house, you know. Won't roll the window down in the car. We couldn't go in the store. You know, we're going to find a way to play. You know, listen to the radio, roll the window down. You know,
I ain't buying shit. I ain't buying shit.
Now these motherfuckers, you got
And if we did go inside the store, best believe you're gonna get that big ass speech before you get in that store.
Man, you ain't getting shit. My mama didn't have food stamps, so wasn't nothing extra. We ate hot dogs and tuna fish on Friday. My mama fed us all with love and $10, and that's how that went.
That's what you're gonna eat. That's what you're gonna eat. You know, like
yeah.
You talking about that world famous? You talking about that world famous? Touch shit. Don't look at shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like don't look at shit because that means, you know, don't ask shit. I'm not gonna buy shit.
Christmas was God's birthday. You got your own, so figure that out. And that's where it was. Where we from?
In the mess around and steal something out that store and get caught.
He gonna whoop you and bring it, and you gonna have to bring it back. Now they gonna look at you like a damn fool. I wasn't gonna lie for you. See, if I start lying for you tonight, I'll be lying for you the rest of my life. So now, if you fuck it up, I'm gonna give you the game where you don't go to jail. You go to jail, fuck you. Now,
Yeah,
have
that
a
was so
nice
embarrassing.
day. Yeah. Nah. You know, so that's how that went.
Yeah. Man, well, I was gonna bring it up.
My daddy say, "Call me when you get down there. Don't bring him to my house. Don't
Yeah.
bring him to my house. Don't bring them
My
people to my house."
mama ain't coming down there. And I didn't know my dad until 38, so forget it. You know.
Okay.
So you gotta be good or don't do it.
Your dad's still alive?
No, died 2021 on Nappy Roots Day. He was 85 years old. Rode a bike to the day he died. So pretty long life, man. He liked
Oh yeah,
Malcolm X. He didn't like Martin Luther King.
I can relate, man. 'Cause, yeah, you
Yeah.
find out some things later on down the road. Yeah,
Yeah, they could have helped you.
Hey, let me ask you this, Big V. As you get older, and some things that start to unfold for you that you never knew years ago, like hidden truths. I mean,
Yeah.
just anything, whether it's governmental, political, socially. How do you feel about learning about stuff that you be like, damn, they lied to me all these years, or I'm just not finding this out? How does that make you feel?
Like a damn fool. Like any liar that lies to you. Or once you figure out the money ain't in the cure, it's in the medicine, then so will everything else make sense. If the answer was in that book that teacher was trying to teach us, that stupid motherfucker wouldn't be sitting there trying to teach it. He'd have the most money, wouldn't
Man. Yeah.
he? So then you got to laugh at him for trying to change the world like that and feel sorry for both of us. But I was one of them cats, you know. I was a 6-year-old with no teeth, but I was smart enough not to run my fastest the first day of PE. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I wound up being the running back when we got to high school. Nigga like you was that fat, they wasn't paying. And you couldn't do no better by running your fastest the first day. That means you can't improve. And then, you know, it's just like that for the music business. Like, we all get to a level where we in professional, but there's only one Greek Freak, one LeBron, one Tracy McGrady. All the other guards play for 6 or 7 years and go help their community when they get back home, right? What happened to rap was, you know, all these punk ass parents giving these participation trophies. He get one, he played. No, bitch, that don't sound like nothing. You know. Yeah.
He was just sitting on the bench. He don't deserve shit.
Yeah, like Luke Longley, like he can't even want that. Hey y'all. He was, you know, one of them kids that just eat the snacks, you know, sitting there and shit. I don't believe, you know, two teams getting a trophy. I want the loser to cry and try to fight over there because he didn't get the first one. I want it to mean that much. I like Dion, where don't nobody get number one. Show me you get number one. How you get number one? Show me how. Make it where I have to.
You got Michael Jackson. Michael Jordan doing all the work on the Bulls. Somebody sitting on the sidelines and get a ring at the end of the year ain't this shit.
Yeah, it happens that way. But I was in a rap group like that. There was a few cats that got a check and a car and a bitch, you know.
Oh man.
And they started the song off. So now, once you know who you are and your identity and you learn the business, second round you won't go for it. I felt like Ice Cube if you watched NWA. I was like, hold on, this doesn't make sense for me.
Right. Who surprised you in hip hop that you say, God damn, I ain't see that coming?
After I met Prince and after I learned the game, I was really unimpressed by a whole lot of it. I like real music. So Michael Jackson and Prince was my Biggie and Pop. And I grew up on country music and shit like that, Mahalia Jackson and Joe Sample and Johnny Taylor and Bobby Blue Bland. So you know, hip hop really, I tell you, the biggest thing is what's classic and that we've known what's classic to draw to hit music like The Chronic, The Doggy Style, T.I.'s third album, The Snowman, Watermelon Chicken and Grits, Aquemini, 8 Ball MJG in My Lifetime, Riding Dirty, Blueprint.
Riding Dirty, UGK.
Yeah, you know, classic shit like that. I like Plies.
But okay, let me better express what I'm saying. Who in the music game surprised you as far as what they became as far as entrepreneurs, businessmen?
Rick Ross.
I'm gonna give you an example. Rick Ross.
He's my favorite. I watched as he came from Slip and Slide days to where he was on the All About the Benjamin soundtrack with Trina. So
Yep.
you want to get down there. You remember that song?
Yep. That's before he had his beard. Yep. Before he had his beard on. Yep.
And then now, it's Rose, baby. 10 Summers.
Yep.
10 Summers, the big belly.
Rose.
With his shirt off, man. Like, he's my favorite. And, like, just period. Just what he's doing. As far as, like, being one of the pioneers that had that Southern flag that they wasn't playing our music at that time.
Yeah.
And to watch him go from Trick Daddy's protege to now the ambassador of Miami and the whole
The ambassador of Miami, huh?
Yeah. And he made me proud to be a fat man with a disposition and to let your pen work and to let your belief in you and God take you to another place. So I'm like I said, I'm impressed by him in the decade of work that he brought his homeboys with him, Khaled and all that he had going on, and now Miami is a nation and Florida is respected more than booty music. You know?
Exactly. But shout out to Luther Campbell and the Two Live Crew.
Oh, that's the
y'all know what it is, man.
No
Shout out to
dick.
Miami, that Miami base.
No dick.
Marquise. Yep.
No dick.
Yep.
You know what I mean? No dick.
I will say this. For me, a person who really surprised me was Snoop. Because you know when Snoop came in the game facing a murder charge. I mean, like I think that guy really went through so many adversities and so many obstacles. And then when I saw him with Martha Stewart and now him owning Death Row, I think that he really accomplished a lot. I don't know all the behind the scenes, whatever. I just know what I see on TV as a regular person. Snoop to get Death Row from Suge and all that.
Yeah, especially that history right there. It was an ugly history too, you know, like, and then all of a sudden he gets Death Row. It's like, all right,
with him,
just knowing that history.
He also giving everybody. I think he making sure that everybody like Danny Boy, Lady of Rage, all of them. He making sure that all of them get their music, get their masters or whatever, man. You know, I think that was dope. You know what I'm saying? And I understand it's a cutthroat business, but you know.
But he got a heart, like the most of us, and he was raised by a girl, and when so he's got a different feeling about it, and he's got such a kind soul. But yeah, he went through a lot of obstacles, and to be great, you have to beat some hard things. Or really, who are you? You know, so for him to persevere, and for him coming from an NWA, Dr. Dre background, family tree, where I think you have more opportunities when you're geographically not handicapped from LA or New York, where Rick Ross had to take the South and build our own, and not taking away from Snoop, but to build your own team.
And also he came against the whole thing with with his CEO past that came up to like attack him, but he persevered. You know, is what I was going to say too.
Yeah,
It's like
I'm proud of both of those black men.
that was meant to sabotage him, but he still keep going. You know, that destroys some people. You know, like when they take away somebody's. You know, but no, it's like I think what it was, they just seen who he was as a person through his music, and just to look, that he wasn't what that was trying to be painted as. That's what I was, how do you feel,
even if he was what they was trying to paint him as, even if Snoop was what they was trying to paint him as, we understand that through his journey and through his process, his elevation, he was able to step aside from the negativity and be able to pour the positivity in and be able to establish himself as a mogul, as a boss, as it's just iconic, man. Like a lot of people, man, are being underrated. And I ain't even talking about Snoop now. I'm talking about like who touched the Nappy Roots. I'm talking about De La Soul. I'm talking about CeeLo Green and the Goody Mob. I'm talking about Busta Rhymes and
leaders,
Q-Tip, all them boys, man. I mean, like it's so many names, man. We got so much music that it's music, man, is important for us and our overall embodiment with nature and just the whole sound of being able to create. And we have to understand, to create something, you have to be. It's deeper than just being an entertainer, man. That comes from your soul, your words, what you saying, your expressions, the stories you telling. All these things, man, are monumental.
Art imitating life, or life imitating art. And I think it takes whitewater waves to make you a great raptor. You know, you had to go get some current. And Snoop did that. And Ross did that.
And like you mentioned, De La Soul, living in the full-time era, just like that. That sound like like imitating life. Like that's what they was talking about, living in the full-time era.
Hey y'all, I got about 6 people at my door. I got to get back on that train.
like for real, we ain't going. Yeah.
I got 6 people at my door. I got my own dispensary now. And
where is it at? Down south?
I'm in Bowling Green, Greater Nashville, Corvette City.
Okay.
And we just renaming it to Vito's. I had it was Top of the South a year ago when I had business partners, but now I've grown into a new position, and so now like you see the walls bare behind me where it was platinum plaques, and also I'm gonna bring some graffiti artists and put in some new things, and like I said, it's just like pro cannabis for me, and I can't wait to come to you guys next to the woods.
To get you out here.
And really work our angle about reality and having day parties. We want to get mine over before 6 or 7,
Right.
And let the kids have 11 o'clock. You dig it?
Yeah.
Dig it.
We appreciate you taking time out your day to join us, dog. Is there anything else you want to put out there, promote? Anything else besides the cannabis? I mean,
Man, like the new music, the 5 mic mixtape Reloaded is available. Going to tour in the spring. As I say, we still working on more movies. I got Captain Handshake, the podcast, coming out really soon. And just getting more involved. And you're going to hear a lot more from me. I'm an empty nester. Kids all out of the house. I'm 47 and won't get married. I think I'm gonna marry music and really, give it a full campaign, man, and try to bring. I'm not just somebody doing cannabis. I'm bringing mental health, because most black men don't know if they're mad or displaced or uncomfortable or unsatisfied. Don't know what to look for. Don't know how to understand. So as a 47-year-old grandfather and an active fellow, I want my music to be a tool where we can walk in each other's life.
You said an active felon?
No, I said as an active grandfather. I'm not a felon, thank the Lord.
Yeah, fella. You were like, Like
As an
I think
active,
he
as an active
actually
guy. Yeah,
active guy. That's what.
yeah,
Yeah,
and just want to promote healing and mental
yeah.
health, and running to the wall 9 times and the wall don't move. If you run into it 10 times, who's stupid? Us or the wall?
Yeah.
Hey, Big V, what's gonna be the name of your strand?
Bluegrass.
Oh.
And that's going to be an indica. And then the sativa is watermelon chicken and grits.
That's what's up. I like the indicas and the hybrids. I like the chill. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I want to be
watermelon chicken and grits.
That's what I was thinking too. Man. It's like, yeah, that would be a dope for the hybrid because there's a mixture right there. Yeah.
And the bud is red and the green and the stem is green. And then the brown dots. So
Vito's and Bowling Green, huh?
Yeah, Vito's dispensary. We're gonna be up online. The populous thing here is Vito's gummies. It'll make the dog quit barking and the cat meow twice. And we got the best vape pens for all the cats that's going to work on third shift and need to get high and bullshit the boss. Stop at Vito's. You see the Hummer outside, I'm here. If not, we'll deliver it to you. Saturday and Sunday, if you don't want to be seen in a place like this, and you got to go to church on Sunday, we know how to make it look like pizza. And
like a box of pizza.
Yeah, so that
right. If the pastor want to get a pizza, we got pizza for you. Come on to Vito's.
Yeah, come on to Vito's.
For his cataract.
Yeah. Twin. Better to give than receive, my brother. And so, man, we just. And that's where it's at, man.
Vito's. Shout out to Big V in the building, y'all. We got Big V in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? 45 seconds just dropped, man. It's a hot movie. Shout out to Big V, man, coming from the Nappy roots. You know, real hip hop. Real hip hop with Nene. It's an honor to have been here to be able to, talk to you tonight, bro. I definitely look forward to talking to you again because it sounds like they saying what's up with part 3.
We gonna do what we do. And y'all write me them scripts, man. And y'all got movies, things. I'm very, put me in there. Let's do what we do. And y'all be blessed. Every king on the screen, seen and unseen. May God dampen your path and be blessed and control every moment, man, and live it up. Thank y'all for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Salute, family. Big V.
Yes.
Peace.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of acting, I went on and signed up my man Ashe Khan's acting workshop.
Who was that? King X?
Yeah, that's Brother King X. Yeah.
You say you signed up for Ashe's acting class?
Yeah.
They got another acting class too. Aside from Ashe, you got Dennis Reed got one too.
Yeah, I know he got one. I know Ashe Khan, he been in my inbox like forever. Like since last year he been inboxing me. So I figured I'd give him give him see what I mean, I see his movies, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. And when you get time, just get with me. We're politic, talk.
And we need to get Big V in one of these Detroit movies. He said he was like to get him up in there. We need to get Big V in one of these Detroit movies and shit.
Hey, bro, I just seen some movies. I just seen some movies on Tubi in Atlanta, and the actors was from Detroit.
Right.
So yeah.
It's this one movie I was watching in Syracuse, New York, called Vendetta. And the 2 actors, I know they from Detroit because I just seen them. And one of the dudes had the D tattoo on his fist, the old tiger hanging out. I'm like, oh yeah, you from Detroit, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Oh, the D talent goes worldwide.
The thing is, right now in Detroit, there's a lot of auditions going on. There's a lot of people looking for actors. There's a lot of people looking for people to play roles, small parts, etc. You got to get in there, and you got to be, consistent with trying to be, in these places. They
Right.
talking about it every day on social media. So also Diesel, which is Trick brother, Diesel also is having looking for people to play parts in his up and coming movie as well.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Diesel. That's
Yeah, they send you.
That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite Detroit actors.
Yeah.
Diesel.
Yeah, Diesel.
Yeah.
Diesel. Yeah.
So he looking for some people for a movie right now. I mean, it's constantly, you have to be constantly on top of the audition world, and you will see them. They there. They doing auditions every day.
So literally, like you said, they like kind of put your foot in the door, like push your way in. Don't just don't wait for the call back. Yeah, no. Yeah, buzz your way in. The door's open. Come in. Yeah.
When you come in as a person that's looking for an opportunity to be an actor and have some longevity, then your whole character and the way that you carry yourself, your professionalism, and the ability to be able to captivate the other people, the directors, the cameramen, etc. Those are the people that you got to say, "Hey, we want you." Who was that? Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit, we didn't get to play Big V. I got a exclusive track ain't been dropped yet called "All on Me." I figured it's a good time to play it. Y'all down? Go ahead and play it.
Oh yeah.
You can't find this yet. He dropping new music like crazy though. I suggest you check him out. I got his YouTube down there in the description, so make sure you check that out. But this is called what did I say? It was called "All on Me" by Big V, exclusive on the Hood Smokers Podcast. Let's get it.
All on me.
Lord have mercy. Have mercy. She could have her way. I mean, Neil done everything, did. Oh man, she could have it all. It's alright with me. Tell her.
You can do what you wanna do, go anywhere you want. It's alright with me. You can have what you wanna have, get anything you want. Girl, it's all on me. We can do what you wanna do, go anywhere you want. It's alright with you. Can have what you wanna have, get anything you want. Girl, it's all on me. Let me be honest. I said I've been following you and your ebonics. You got me feeling some type of way, girl, you be on it. What's that you want? I don't know what it is about you, but I just can't get over your introduction. I'll be down to give you everything, girl. And out wherever you like. We can go anywhere. Go wherever you like. You can do what you wanna do, go anywhere you want. It's alright with me. You can have what you wanna have, get anything you want. Girl, it's all on me. We can do what you wanna do, go anywhere you want. It's alright with you. Can have what you wanna have, get anything you want. Girl, it's all on me.
You a picket fence, house and silver spoon. Put my astronaut suit on and go get you the moon. Run you a bubble bath, snuggle and make you laugh. Love the dimples in your cheek when you smile and laugh. May I have your autograph? Your diabetes sweet, like a rose with no thorn. Beautiful, unique. How about a shopping spree? Everything for free, in everything you see. Courtesy of me. By the way, the name is V. You know my resume. Oh no, hell no. Look like a good day for me to get to know you and have a chance to show you. And if I get to know you, you'll be loving what I show you. Or we can cruise and take a flight on a private jet. If we choose, we play fight and watch the sunset. Picnic on the line. You having fun yet? Cause it's only just begun. I ain't done yet.
We can do what you wanna do, go anywhere you want. can have what you wanna have, get anything you want. Girl, it's all on me. We can do what you wanna do, go anywhere you want. It's alright with you. Can have what you wanna have, get anything you want. Girl, it's all on me. 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 Girl, it's all on me.
Yeah, you heard it here first on the Hood Smokers Podcast. All on me, Big V. Had that Nappy Roots feel to it, and that vibe. You know what I'm saying? Had that Nappy Roots vibe. He still got that shit. I mean, he was right. He was in the XXL top 10 hip hop voices of hip hop. Big V.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, he does got that voice. Mr. Go-To touched on that and shit. But
Yeah.
And like he said they in the works of ensuring his voice. Now, see, a lot of people don't understand that in the game that you in, whatever your strong points are or the things that make you stand out, even if you got one eye, Charleston White need to probably ensure that one eye thing. And anybody who has, I ain't gonna say a flaw, but something that stands out about you, if you're marketable, you can ensure that part of your body that's a part of your your whole your MO, or your character. So like LL wearing the hats all the time. He wore the hats because low key, we find out as we get older, he was going bald. So he was going bald. That's why he always wore the baseball hats or Kangos. Everybody markets themselves, man, when they have something special. If you got a big ass, you're a female in the industry, you got to get your ass insured. If you are a basketball player, you get your bones, your legs, you get your feet insured. You get things insured on your body. So if something happens to you, it'll be able to cover you. So a person that has a distinguishing voice, such as James Earl Jones or, things like that, you got to get your voice insured. And another thing Big V might want to get insured too is those moles on his face. Because he has distinguishing moles on his face. That's what's going to make him stand out as an actor. Just like the actor that had that scar on his face that played on The Wire. He had that scar on his face, and they picked him for certain roles because of that. So that's all that is, man. It's just a little bit of game that I heard years ago, and people might not know it. Get your shit insured. Your voice, your eyes, your hands, your feet, whatever is Rick Ross with his beard, get it insured.
Yeah, actually, you look at even Ice Cube, you notice that with the he has like it looks like Mi Vida Loco, but it's not. It's actually moles that the triangle right there. Yeah.
The Money Mac murder moles he got down there and shit. Shout out to the cheese. Big V definitely is one of them artists, rappers that turn actor. I can definitely see doing the big things, Hollywood movies and shit. Big V definitely got that.
Yeah.
And he might not even realize it, but they finna be calling for other parts. He gonna get other parts. He gonna get other roles. He gonna get a lot of shit coming. Sometimes people step into the acting lane and it's really not something they really want to do, and they really don't be trying to do it, and then they find out they got a niche in it and they good at it. So, we have to be open for other avenues, man, because everybody ain't gonna make it rapping. Everybody ain't gonna make it playing basketball.
And it ain't forever either. Shit,
but everybody has that specific talent. Yeah.
I know it's a big name, but I was gonna even say, like Will Smith right there. I personally like better as an actor than as a rapper. Like when he was Fresh Prince back and forth with Jazzy Jet. That's just personally like my opinion. But I liked him better as an actor personally.
Most definitely, I agree with that.
I'll say when it comes to Will Smith actually was an individual that surprised me in the rap game because I never saw him going to the magnitude and to the level in which he went as an actor. And even as a rapper, when he came out with Summertime, that's when I knew that he had the ability to also rap. I didn't like him prior to Summertime.
What about
So when I heard Summertime, I looked at him different.
Yeah, parents just don't understand.
You saw my blinker, bitch. Remember they used to bang the shit out of that Will Smith, Fresh Prince.
Yeah, with parents, yeah,
You saw my blinker, bitch.
Yeah, like
You know, on
yeah,
on Summertime, Will Smith was actually mimicking Rakim.
Yeah.
Oh,
Same
Yeah, man.
oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Exactly.
Every
Rakim
summer
kinda
they
heated
still
about
play
that.
it. As soon as summer starts, you still hear that song on the radio. Still to this day. That's how you know you made a hit, a classic that'll live forever. And that's what everybody's
Yeah.
trying to get. Like just like Big V was like, oh no, hell no, like that, and all my life. And those will live forever. You know what I'm saying? People know it. Whether you was a Nappy Roots fan, you know them tracks and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know that.
What about let me ask you somebody from Southwest. Do you know Big Fee from Southwest Gutter?
Big who?
Big Fee. William Feely.
It sounds familiar. I almost thought you said Big something else, but that is actually from E-Course that we had to actually put on blast and shit because he called himself the son of Southwest and he wasn't from Southwest. But it sounds familiar.
Big Fee. His last name is Feely. Fee. He made a song about a summertime anthem for Southwest, similar to that, and I heard him before at a show. Pretty good artist, man, and he did he used to make a lot of music. So you know, yeah, shout out to Big Fee, man, William Feely, man. If anybody interested in getting
music.
music,
You said Big Fee, I do remember that name because the other Big, if he's watching, and the people who know I'm talking about, they know. Shout out to Monty Christian, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
shout out to Monty Christian.
yeah. But the other guy we had to put on blast, y'all know who it is.
Yeah. Goes without. Yeah.
Away from Southwest, quit spitting it.
Yeah.
But shit, I told Big V we play this the trailer for the movie 45 Seconds. So we gonna go ahead and play that real quick, 2-minute trailer. Let that play, let the people see it. Go check it out on Tubi and shit, and then we gonna we got a premiere something special that ain't been you can't find it nowhere. You gonna just see it here first before we upload it on the Hood Smokers podcast tomorrow. I think Blatonio knows what I'm talking about.
I think I do know what you talk about. Yeah.
I only know one fee. He's doing 25 to life. That's the only fee I know.
Yeah. Okay, well, here we go. 45 seconds. Tubi official trailer. Let's check it out.
45 seconds. Tubi. I'm on Tubi, Mom.
But yeah.
Look, Mom, I'm on Tubi.
1999. Everything changed after that.
Are some of yours on Tubi as well, Mr. Gutta? That's what I meant to ask you too. I've been meaning to ask you.
Yeah, I got Hood Chicks is on Tubi that I'm in. Street Legal is on Tubi that I was just featured in. Last episode, season 1, episode 6. I'm in that. I just did a courtroom, sit in the courtroom, but I'm in there in the courtroom.
You want to live hand to mouth and penny to penny.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking those up tonight.
Hey, what you say, Mr. Go-To? You a son fucker, fart box?
Man, I want to tongue punch that gross fart box.
Please, folded fast.
Man, that part is so funny.
Shout out to my girl Moolah, man. Shout out to Moolah D. Goat. He also in Street Legal, man. Check out that last episode 6. Moolah sitting up in there looking like Black Wednesday.
And one New Jersey.
Like this. Yeah.
Shout out to my girl.
Wednesday.
Looking like Black Wednesday.
Yeah, Black Wednesday.
Black Wednesday. I call her the Black Wednesday. She's Black Wednesday. I'm gonna call her Friday, though. Friday.
Occurred at approximately 3 p.m. today at this West Bank. 2 masked gunmen demanded cash from the tellers and made off.
Shout out to my dog too, man. He finally using the bathroom where he supposed to. Bless his heart. He got enough ass whooping.
Right. That's what's up. No, that's what's up. Cause that's a pain in the ass. Yeah, when they.
Man, I had the baby by the house. I had the baby by the house. Look at him. I'm gonna let you see him. He over here. Look at him over there on the couch.
He gonna look all guilty.
Sinatra. Yeah. Look at them boys say, "What up, though, TV world? What up, though, hood smokers? Look at it. Watch how you get off the. Watch how you get down. So lazy, so lazy. He's so lazy.
I can't see you, bro. I don't think your camera's on.
Top 10s. You know we doing top 10s.
No, he's showing the dog right now. Showing his dog.
Come on down, buddy. He's so lazy. He don't know if he want to get down, go back to sleep.
He's halfway on. He's halfway off. He like,
man.
He remind me of my nephew when he was so. That's how my nephew was when he first started learning how to crawl and walk. He was so lazy. That's how he would crawl, get off the couch.
Man, he still ain't got down yet. Look at him.
He like half and half.
There you go. He finna slide that ass off. Boop, boop, boop. There you go.
That's how the pit bulls are. That's how my Capone was.
MC half and half.
I see him now. Yeah.
MC half and half. Like,
he's definitely matching.
What up, boy?
What up, though? What up, though?
What up, though, boy?
Does he got two different color eyes?
No, they both the same. Them motherfuckers be turning like hazel, gray, green. He just it.
Yeah.
Moolah Vader says, shout out to my guy, Mr. Go-To, aka the Black Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man. It's a pleasure, man. Always being able to vibrate with the Hood Smokers podcast, man. Y'all doing numbers reaching millions, reaching over millions as far as the views, people watching. I mean, you got to think, man, at the time that you started and to where we at now, as a unit, you've grown drastically, and the people are watching. So the numbers don't lie. And all I can tell you, man, keep going, man. You doing something monumental. Nobody else is doing this. Drink Champs ain't doing it. Nobody else is doing what you're doing to the magnitude of what you're doing it. So I want to just extend that, that shout out to you, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
No, I appreciate it, man. No, for real.
Yeah,
and then,
you got Blatonio, you got Blatonio Todd working with you. You got King X working with you, and you got the brother Chris. You got man, everybody, man, that was a part of Hood Smokers, man. Even if they not on deck right now, just understand that it's all a part of the growth, and everybody's trying to grow and find their position in their way. So it's still a family, whether they're here on the screen, whether we talking to them on Facebook, whatever. It's still a family, man.
Most definitely. Yeah.
Most definitely, man. Yeah.
I have to thank Jay Gutta and Blatonio Todd and Brother King X for having me aboard. I appreciate it. I'm very humble and thankful for you having me aboard. You know, Mr. Go-To, very nice to meet you too. And hopefully one of these days we go down in the D to get it popping.
No, I'm glad y'all got. I'm glad y'all got.
Where you from, Chris?
I'm from Staten Island.
Okay, Staten Island.
Home of the Wu-Tang.
Home of the Wu-Tang. Shout out to the Wu-Tang clan, the RZA, the Jizza, Meth,
Old Dirty Bastard.
Old Dirty Bastard.
Hey.
Rest in peace, Old Dirty Bastard. You God.
Hey,
come on, we know.
Speaking of Wu-Tang, anybody see the new Transformers, The Rise of the Beast?
Nah.
Oh yeah.
Not yet.
Man, tell me why I started off. Tell me why I started off playing Cash Rules Everything Around Me.
Whoa.
That's good. It's a monumental song. They gotta recognize
it. No, not only that.
It's been a lot of hip hop.
The Transformers movie was tailored. It was marketed towards the hip hop generation. I could tell by the music that they got in there, and the time is based in, because it's based in '94. Man, they be playing Biggie in there, Pop. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of these corporations trying to use hip hop now. Look at the 50 years of hip hop. I think it was JD from the Lynch Mob posted a picture with a Sprite can, and it was saying 50th anniversary of hip hop.
Yeah,
like they all trying to. Now they all trying to capitalize.
Because back then, Sprite and all those companies was using Ludacris. Ludacris was a face for them back then, and you got to look at all the different commercials that are now using hip hop, whether it be McDonald's or whether it be any restaurant or ice cream or candy. Everybody has been influenced by hip hop to the degree that it's they got to recognize, man, that it's here to stay. They thought it was going to be 50 years. Come on.
Yeah, hip hop changed the world. Hip hop changed the world.
All over the world. Changed all music. Country music, rock and roll music, every genre of music use hip hop.
Yeah.
Even classical. Even classical. They got guys playing violins, playing classical music with a hip hop swing to it. You know what I'm saying? They doing a lot of stuff, man, with hip hop. So the thing is, man, we have to understand it. As long as people don't forget that hip hop it's a culture, and if they understand it's a culture, then we cool. If you don't respect the culture, man, I don't think you shouldn't even be involved. You shouldn't even be interested if you're not gonna respect the culture. If you a person that smoke cannabis and you smoke weed, that's a culture. So everybody don't smoke weed. Everybody don't listen to hip hop. And if you don't listen to hip hop, and if you're not true to hip hop, then there are other things that you can listen to.
Right. Facts. Speaking of that,
just like you were saying, Mr. Go-To, just like you were saying, look at nobody thought that Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart was gonna get together like they did. Man.
And we know that you could tell that they have a friendship. It's a friendship there. It's deeper than the commercial, it's deeper than business. They have a friendship. He probably be at her crib. I believe they probably blow together. You know, all that. She go that way. She mess around.
Yeah. Because I mean, you seen that roast and stuff, and she caught that contact really strong, and then she was like really funny because like she just she was high, so she was being herself. And
she had her glasses on. You see her little bitty eyes behind the glasses.
Yeah, she's like, oh man, she burned that break. Yeah, she caught contact.
I remember.
Now she probably like hitting the blunt now.
I remember I ran into Snoop Dogg a long time ago. I was working at Captain J's, and this was during the Flint water crisis. And he had came to one of the stores because he knew my manager. Snoop Dogg was like, "Man, when y'all gonna sell me that recipe, nephew? That's some bad motherfucking chicken right there."
Nephew, they love that chicken and that weed. My man said they got the new strain coming out: chicken, grits, and watermelon.
Keeping it country all the way.
What? Yeah. Let me get that. No seeds, though. No seeds.
No seeds, no seeds. Yeah, no seeds. Yeah.
Shout out Big V. We gotta get Big V up here in Detroit. Shout out to Mr. Go-To's dog too. All up in the
might have to put an additional part, like seedless watermelon.
What up, dog?
Sinatra in the building, y'all. Shout out to Frank Sinatra. That's Frank Sinatra.
Hey, Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra.
You know what? It's funny that Nappy Roots' first album was called Chicken, Watermelon, and Grits.
Yeah.
And I did my research on those three products, and all that goes back to Africa, bro. That goes back to Africa.
Yep.
They was frying chicken in Africa. They was cooking chicken in Africa. They was eating watermelon. That's where watermelon come from.
But and actually, we was talking the other day also about like with okra and stuff. Okra's from Africa as well.
Yeah, it's really gumbo.
Yeah, they call it gumbo, and like so. Then of course that's where the soup's name originated. So really, it should have been like gumbo and something jambalaya else. But of course they just
that's just like jambalaya. It's really jamboli, which is an African dish.
I remember you was telling me, jamboli. Like, damn, that's very close. But yeah, okra.
Yeah, they eat that okra with that fufu. That fufu's good.
I never had no fufu. I heard they eat that with their hands. They eat with their hands.
Yeah. That fufu's good. Dip it up in that okra and all that. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shout out
to Now I will say I did try for the first time, like when I went to Detroit, went with Dice, and he took me to a soul food restaurant because I said that was the main thing I wanted to try. I wanted to have collard greens because I love collard greens. That's my favorite. And he took me there, and they had gumbo with the corn and the tomato and everything like that. That was my first time trying that, so I hadn't tried that before. So,
What
I got some
restaurant did you
collard
go
greens
to?
right in the crib.
I'm gonna have to ask him again because it was on the west side though. So
Where
he
about?
said the best one. Really close to your neck of the woods because when I was like how far we from Nate.
Because if you knew it, because I didn't work that day and they're all of them in his area.
Okay, like drop off a few names because I'm pretty sure I'd remember
Well,
the name.
he said he had some jumbo. I mean, he said he had some gumbo. So the only Jamaican spot in Detroit that I know of is on 7 Mile.
Yeah. Well, I think it was awful.
Dice,
Yeah,
he
because
probably would have took you
at
on
the ghost.
7 Mile too and shit. Knowing Dice, he probably would have took you
Yep,
7 Mile, 7 Mile.
yep, it was probably
Actually,
that
that's
one.
what he did.
Because the
He
only
took
other
us straight
restaurant they
down.
got like that is Arc Bar, which is on Finkel.
Yeah, that no. It sounded like it was a lady's name mixed in there. If that
Lady's name like Toy. Sweet Soul Bistro.
that sounds a little bit closer to what. Yeah,
Sweet
I'm gonna
Soul, that's
ask
on
him.
Six Mile.
Her name is Toya. That's Toya's
Yeah,
spot. Toya's spot is called
yeah.
Sweet Soul Bistro.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it's. Yeah, I'm pretty
They
sure it
sell
was there.
gumbo there.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to Toya's Sweet Soul Bistro. Shout out to all the spots in the city.
Go get you some gumbo.
Celebrities.
Hey, remember when she used to do the open mics at Toya spot? Remember that Mr. Go-To?
Huh?
You know, Toya used to do open mics.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah, that was back when she had. Well, shit, they did open mics at Soul Bistro too.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, which you had Toya spot over there on Finkel and shit.
Don't get up there. Get up there. Chill out, man. You tripping?
I mean, do you understand like how many people over here like couldn't believe like probably Christopher Jordan still like to this that with club performances at strip clubs and stuff like that. Like the Sting, that's unheard of.
That's normal around here. That been going on since as far back as I can remember.
Going on. Yeah, it's been going on.
Hey, that's been going on forever.
Yeah, I mean, because even Hisham's album where he's talking about it was like that was happening as early as then, from what I was told.
The Brass Key, rest in peace.
The Brass Key. Yep.
I remember the first time I went to a strip club. The girl asked me if I wanted to dance. I said, yeah. I was so drunk. She started taking off her clothes. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Why is she taking off her clothes? Then after she took off her clothes, she asked me for some money. And I was like, oh shit. Damn, I'm in a strip club.
Yeah. Yeah, you think she was being nice and shit.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. She taking off her clothes. I'm like, she's crazy.
A sample? Okay, sample. I'm cool with it. Yeah.
One thing about the strip clubs in New York, it costs a way lot more money to get into a strip club in New York than they do in Detroit, though.
Yeah,
a lot more money to get into a strip club in New York.
They do.
A lot more. I'm talking about you might be outside, turn around and just and go on and go somewhere else type shit.
$5. Anything you want. $5.
Yeah.
Hey, this is what I'm gonna ask you, Mr. Go-To. How much was it? How much was it to get in?
Where?
In the date?
At the Sting, because you knew, yeah.
I mean, the Sting, the price can go from anywhere from $10 to I've seen it go to $500. I've seen it go to $500, and that was when Jeezy and Pinky was there.
Shut it down.
Okay.
Yeah, that was, and that's the most I saw. I was like, damn, and that was just at a club. That was a lot, and that was at like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. The club closed at 2:30, so they was charging $500. Like the later it got, the more it was costing.
Yeah.
And
bottles with all that.
motherfuckers was paying.
Yeah.
But you was getting bottles with that, and they was bringing the ballers in for that shit.
Hearing like the way they were selling, like tables and stuff like that in certain areas. Yeah. Balconies, yeah.
Yeah, see, the thing is, being at the Sting for you that night, you was, hey, come on, man. You biting too hard, boy.
Uh-oh.
Chill out. God damn.
He wants all your attention.
Man, he's starting to bite too hard. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And I let him do his thing and try, because I want him to get his mouth right, but
still too tough.
The thing about this thing though, what you was unable to see that night, for you, Blatonio, was it wasn't packed. It wasn't packed. So imagine this thing packed I'm talking about all 4 walls. That's when you see it popping, when money is just coming all out the air, falling on you like it's raining. Like it just wasn't like that night. That's all. You got to see it on one of them nights.
Right.
Yeah. And I noticed I was like, I'm sure it's like packed like that, you know, it's a regular night when there's not a show, you know, typically too, right? You know,
I mean, even on nights when there's a show, it's just the nights certain nights, the promotion is everything. And if it's not promoted right, then it might be a slow night. But if you promote right and there ain't no other parties going on, you got to know who else in town that night. You got to know who else party going on. You got to know whose birthday going on. Is somebody famous in town? You got to know all that. If you trying to throw a party in Detroit, because you may throw a party and somebody that play for the NFL is having a party downtown. Motherfuckers might be there for that party, so you might fall short.
Yeah, true. Oh, damn. Yeah, I didn't think about
Yeah, so you got all kind of things you have to take into consideration on a night of throwing a party, even New Year's party. In order to be able to throw a proper New Year's party in Detroit, you have to start planning January the 1st for the next year.
Oh,
you got to plan a year, damn near a year in advance. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Yeah. Did you also know that, like, which I later, you know, like, Gutta told me like that was Proof's like hangout. Like, did you know that historically that used to be his spot? Like, he loved to chill out.
Yeah, Proof used to.
Because I didn't know that before.
Yeah.
At this thing.
I mean, well, every titty bar in Detroit is a place to go hang out. So the thing about entertainment clubs or you know, gentlemen's clubs is that those spots were for businessmen initially. That's where businessmen would go to, a titty bar, have a lunch, meet up with somebody, you know, and have a few drinks and then go on about their business. Then it became, you know, to the spot where if you was in the streets and you doing stuff in the streets, well, one of the places that you can go to show off your accomplishments is at a titty bar.
It is a strip club.
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
All right, well, I think
everybody don't have a good week. Everybody don't have a good week. So when you have a good week, you in there. Let me get these ones. Let me get these ones.
Yeah. Man, shout out DJ Henhouse, you know, like while it's on my mind, you know, like, shout out DJ Henhouse, you know.
Shout out DJ Henhouse.
Shout out Monte Cristo too, and shit. Shout out Dice.
Shout out Monte Cristo. Shout out Monte Cristo, the motherfucking horse trainer.
Yep. Man,
I don't want to train no horses. I'm straight on training horses. They too big.
I think it's a metaphor for something.
I do too. That's why I say I don't want to be around. I do too.
No. Yeah, we don't train them.
Nobody get trained by no horse.
Nope. We don't love them either.
I think it's about that time, dog. We go ahead and give them the premiere that I told everybody we was gonna give them something special that ain't been uploaded. We gonna upload it tomorrow so you'll be able to see it on all platforms. But
is it that guy who they say always looks like me or something like that?
Yeah, they said especially since you started growing out that beard and shit.
Oh, okay.
He actually taught us a little something that a lot of us didn't know, like shit like pegging and shit. Like, what the fuck is that? Like shit like that. Like, ain't that a game or something? And shit. Like, I don't know.
So why Black Tonio look like? Why Black Tonio look like one of the motherfuckers from I can bet you like that. I can show you the word. Why?
He got me wanting to look.
You look like you sing for one of them groups. Oh shit!
I'm gonna go ahead.
Hey, it was good being with y'all boys, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know where I'm at. Y'all know how to get in touch with me. And like Batman, till we meet again.
Much love, Mr. Go-To, aka the Black Howard
Stern. Shout out to Gutter. Shout out Black Tonio. Shout out to Gang X.
Shout out, much love, brother.
Christopher Jordan in the comments right now said his iPad went dead. Much love, family. Mr.
Okay,
Goku,
yeah.
thanks for coming on.
Anybody
You know,
want to shout out that's not on the show currently? Yeah, anybody, you know.
Hey,
shout out to Frank Sinatra. I'll get to throw that hashtag in here. That might get us some more views. Frank Sinatra.
he hollered at you. He heard you say, shout out to Frank Sinatra. You got to get it in, boy.
Yeah.
I'm gone, man.
All right, much love, Mr. Go-To.
Man. Always a pleasure when you come on, man.
Yeah.
For sure, my dudes. Love, man. Love.
All right, man. That was Mr. Go-To, aka the Black House.
Yeah.
Hey, did I tell you how Def Jam trying to get me in a 360?
Yeah.
Like the A&R wants me to sign with his management company in order to sign with Def Jam.
See, Def Jam kind of funny though and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, we already know. Me and Brother King X was discussing that already. Yeah.
But shit, I'm gonna go ahead. Blatonio, I'm blowing up real big. Then we'll chop it up a little bit more after this. But I want to play this. This is the premiere People's Party with Talib Kweli. This is albino twin Telefib Kweli featuring the legend Mos Def. Shout out Mos Def. But
yeah, shout out Mos Def.
Like I said, this is a parody. You know what I'm saying? If you want to check out the whole series, you can find it everywhere. But it's on here, right here, where you're watching now. You can just go on the playlist. It's the People Party with Talib Kweli. And his albino twin Telefib Kweli. This will be uploaded sometime tomorrow, but you're gonna watch it now for the first time on the Hood Smokers podcast.
Yep.
And thanks for supporting the world's best podcast. And as always, and as usual, I have my lovely and talented and beautiful and thoughtful and intelligent co-host.
Wait a minute. You did not just call me beautiful and lovely in the same sentence. That's hella weird. I'm your brother.
Yeah, man. This person that we have on is actually one of the maybe.
Stop. Stop there. Just stop. Don't do it.
So you're not gonna let me do the intro?
That is Mos Def sus.
No. We don't have to do that.
So how about we do this? How about you do the intro?
Okay. It's okay. We don't.
Def, not to interrupt. While it's on my mind, I hope that my brother doesn't call you Bay by itself, because that's just hella weird. That being said, did you ever notice if you take the Y out of your name and switch the letters around, you get a word that my brother often likes to use on people called Nazi?
That's even more good. That's even more awkward.
It puzzled my doctor like a crossword. I talked her into mouth to mouth with a mossword.
Listen, my name is Yasin Bey. Your people know who you are.
Telefib Kweli, funky fresh in the flesh.
You're one of my oldest and dearest friends.
Yes.
So
while we're all here, I just wanted to see if you could ask him about why there wasn't too much footage while you were in Barcelona.
Last time I was in Barcelona with you.
You were on your phone. You were on Twitter at that time.
I was taking pictures.
No, you were on Twitter.
Yeah, I took pictures and I tweeted them, and I was like, "Look how fly."
You tweeted about it.
Yeah. Look how fly my life is.
You're a Nazi. You're a Nazi. You're a Nazi.
Those were the days.
Remember
shows, y'all.
That's my brother for you.
The manifestation of defect is when something is kept in the dark, brought to light. When something can't be hidden no more, and I can't hold it back. I got one thing to say.
Y'all can kiss my black ass if you don't like what I say. Y'all can kiss my black ass if you got a problem with me. Y'all can kiss my black ass, trying to ruin my day. No, kiss my black ass, now steady be on your way.
That was Telefib.
And thanks for supporting the world.
Talib Kweli, People's Party, parody. Don't get it twisted. Talib, don't get all butthurt. You already fuck with my Facebook. I ain't been able to share in the groups for another few more days, except for our group. I can't even comment on in my own groups and shit with they. Oh, it is what it is, meta, motherfucker. But
yeah.
So that.
But it's for comical purposes, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. So.
Yeah.
So, shit, what's good with you, brother King X? What you got up for the night? About to crash and shit,
Yeah.
call it a night. What
Nothing
you got in
much
the
about
works,
to smoke.
man? Yeah, that's a better question. What you got in the works and shit? Like what do people got to look forward to from brother King X?
Got a lot of things in the works. I'm just keeping a lid on everything. Just waiting for some I's to be dotted and T's to be crossed.
Yes, sir. So big news
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
Big things popping.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, right now I'm up here trying to figure out how to work this TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok. Check us out on TikTok. Check out BKX, Brother King X, Blatonio, Todd.
Yeah.
Check us all out, the Hood Smokers Podcast. Shit, I've been getting like 20K, 30K views on some of those videos on TikTok. I ain't fuck with it for a long time. In the last few months, it just started shooting up because I started fucking with it and shit. So check us out on TikTok. TikTok, I know the Chinese own it, but I don't give a fuck. Fuck, I care.
Yeah.
Fuck, like the Chinese any more crookeder than the American government. What the fuck?
Yeah. And the ones that keep popping off the most, just seem, that organically right here, you get BKX right there. Everything coming from us really seem to be jumping off the most. So.
Yeah, yes, sir. We'll start adding those to the description. Y'all can go down there and find contact info if you want to be a guest on the show. Who we got coming up next? I'm trying to think who we got next.
Let me see.
Is it Lost Boys or is it Cannibal?
Man, I'm gonna have to let me look real quick. Hold on. Yeah, because I don't want to get confused. Let me look real quick. Looking right now. Oh, dang, phone is being like dragging and stuff. Cause it's been popping off like ever since the mentions and stuff, like on Instagram and stuff. So hold on.
Yeah, because we got the Lost Boys. I think we got them.
Yeah, there you are.
We got Cannibal up
there's Saturday, September 30th. We got the Lost Boys, and then we have got
Cannibal is coming up.
Yep. Hold on.
Where's the fly? I'm looking on into. Here it is. I got the fly. Yeah, September 23rd, which is in 3 days, which is Wednesday. So we got Cannibal coming up. We're getting close to October and shit. Don't worry, we gonna announce when we got what we gonna do for Halloween. I looked it up. I think Halloween lands on a Tuesday, or I want to say Tuesday. So I was thinking we'll do our special on a Saturday. We'll do it on a Saturday night. So you never know who we fuck with a lot of motherfuckers. I mean, I was thinking I'll throw a few names out there just so people can think of. But I was
don't give it away about the possibilities. Yeah, just keep it a surprise because you already know who we've had on here, before, or who knows what we might have anyway. But
right, you never
might
know.
even have a couple of these.
We've had some when you want to talk about Halloween and the Halloween season, horrorcore comes into mind. So you think about motherfuckers like Nick, you think of people like Dice, you think of people like Madness, you think of people like Project Born, Schizo. You never know who we might have on Halloween night.
Psycho from Insane Poetry,
Right, exactly.
Never know. Hallucinate might come out of retirement for that.
You know what I'm saying?
Or at night, to interact with people too. Yeah.
That'll be to be announced. Y'all know. Y'all don't know. You know how we do. We make sure y'all stay up on everything. Blatonio, anything you want to say?
No Pants will pop in.
Yeah, No Pants. Maybe we can get Telefib on there.
Yeah, probably going to be. Yeah. Yeah.
But let's just say we've been talking to a lot of people, and shout out to DJ EFN. You know what I'm saying? He's I've been chopping it up with him and shit. So I ain't gonna say nothing else besides that right now here while we're live. But I'll holler at y'all and shit and let you know that was something I forgot to let y'all know when I talked to y'all. I don't know if I talked to y'all. It's been a busy day.
Yeah.
It's been a hectic day. It's been a long day. And I got court in the morning. Not for me, but I gotta take my daughter there because she don't know. She never got in trouble and shit, you know what I'm saying? So she lets these lawyers and these court-appointed lawyers and these fucking prosecutors and judges try to manipulate her. So I'm going to go down there. I'm going to be like her lawyer because I know the law better probably than that court-appointed lawyer and shit. So they try some bullshit. So I got court in the morning. I don't got court, but it's like I got court. So I'm going to go ahead and say my shout-outs. Shout out to Big V. Shout out Christopher Jordan, Mr. Go-To, a.k.a. the Black Howard Stern. Of course, Brother King X and Blatonio Todd, who join every Wednesday and Saturday night on the Hood Smokers Podcast. Let something comes up. You know, sometimes shit be coming up. All the people that rock with us, the new people that's subscribed. Shout out to Moolah, Vaded, the Chatterbox with King Jacob. I think I see Payne was left a comment. I seen quite a few. I can't scroll up right now and check them all out. D. Cochran, fucking everybody that tuned in and shit. You know what I'm saying? Mad Butcher, I see you probably.
Mad Butcher, salute.
But yeah, I started putting that playlist. Go back if you missed it. I put it together. It's tracks that I know we ain't gonna get flagged for. People we rock with, tracks we play. You heard Brother King X, you heard KDT on there, you heard Dice on there, you heard Cuban Link on there. So I actually had Big V on there too, but it ended up being too long. But I was thinking of maybe if you guys want to get y'all track on there, hit us up. Just message us. All our info is down there. You can hit any one of us up, and we can make that happen. You could be added to the starting soon music. You get your track played every Wednesday and Saturday night starting soon. So, that's my shout outs. I want to give the stage to Blatonio Todd and Brother King X before we jump out of here. Much love, y'all. The Hood Smokers Podcast. I mute my mic and y'all go ahead finish it up.
Salute, like we said before, you know, D. Cochran, my brother from another, you know, Christopher Jordan, you know, my brother King X right here, and Jay Gutta, Big V for coming on, my brother Dice. We've had many on here like Jack Frost, Gangsta Nip. I don't want to leave anybody out, but I'm not doing it on purpose. It's just like at the moment I know we cutting out. So it's in no particular favoritism or order, but you know, much love to y'all. And go ahead, my brother.
Much love to every guest we had, present, past, and future.
Yes, sir. And make sure you tune in every Wednesday and Saturday night, same time, same place. And we might be coming to Facebook, Twitch, who knows where. We got 4 options, and we debating and found out we can stream on 4 different platforms. So get ready for that too.
Shout out Professor Griff too. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out DOC. We gonna get out of here. Much love, y'all. I'll holler at y'all in a minute. Much love, y'all hood smokers and shit. Y'all find all our links down there. Look us up. Hit us up. Get at us. Much love. Peace.
Love you, Talib Kweli.
Love you, Talib. Love you, Talib. We ain't getting it. We ain't getting that. We ain't getting the outro. So how about we go ahead and we'll play a Big V track and then we